love the chase and the hunt, and I set the pace when I'm running. I always take what I want and I always give it 100. Don't need a bank, no I'm funded. Play the game like it's nothing. I'm always thankful for something. Don't take for granted, stay humble. Now wake up! It's time to look at the enemy. Look in the mirror if he is no friend to me. It's not working out, maybe it's the chemistry. It's time to break up so I can make a better me. Better believe in your mind, cause it's everything. You can mold, shape, find almost anything. All it takes is some time and some clarity to find your identity. It's mind over everything. I'm immortal. When I feel like this, I'm immortal. When I feel like this, I'm immortal. When I feel like this, I'm immortal. Don't stop. Stupid up. Don't stop. Back. I won't stop, I'ma fight until there's nothing left. It's so on, you're gonna be hurting bad, cause I've been to hell and back. You don't wanna make me mad, I stay strong, you will never see me crack. And if you get in my way, you're gonna feel the wrath.
It was really good, yo. Untitled Live, episode 90, baby. We're here. It's Friday. We made it, baby. We made it to another Friday.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Friday.
90. That's wild. 10 more episodes.
Yo, 10 more fucking episodes, dude. We are almost there. So that's what's up. I'm very proud of what we're doing here. Yeah, man. Welcome to Untitled Live. If this is your first time, tuning into this channel, we talk about pop culture, we talk about movies, we talk about woke shit. Who knows? We talk about all kind of shit. So, if you like what you see, go ahead and hit that like and subscribe button, and hit that bell notification so you know when we go live every Friday, 10 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. So within the first hour, we kind of it's kind of a rhythm we got going on. First hour we do talk about what happened during the week, and whatever happens after that. So we're gonna talk about Miss Marvel. We're gonna talk about Obi-Wan Kenobi. We're gonna talk about The Boys. We're gonna talk about the Umbrella Academy. I don't know. We're gonna talk about that too. Yeah, we're gonna try. We're gonna try to get through all of it. All right. We're gonna try to keep the show down to maybe 2 hours. We noticed that the algorithm has been kind of wonky when we go over 2.5 hours, and we see a drop off. So we're gonna try. We can't promise you nothing. All right. So first and foremost, who wants to go first? Fresh. You wanna talk about? Well, it's funny I call you Fresh, but my name's Fresh Prince.
It's all good.
How was your week?
Yeah, I'll go first. It was a cool week, man. Once again, kids out of school, so it's a lot of daddy-son time, So That's been good. Just trying to get him set up because we already got stuff from his new high school, so reading assignments and all that for the summer. So just helping him pick out some books that he was interested in, so he could choose what he wanted to do. He also wants to play basketball when he gets to high school, so been trying to, got out to the backyard, to the court. Got him some live competition from one of my homeboys up the block, so that was pretty good. He did a good job too. I ain't even expect it. They ended up going to like game 21, and it was like I think dude only beat him by like 3 points, and honestly he could have won, but he got kind of tired, man. His stamina's not up to date yet, not up to par yet. But that was fun. Other than that, it's pretty much same old, work. Everything's pretty much the same, but it's been a good week. Blessed, I'm still here, so everything's good. Can't complain too much.
Can't complain, man. We woke up this morning, so we here.
Mm-hmm.
And
a whole lot of content this week too.
Yo, a lot of content.
Crazy.
A lot of shit. I heard. I was watching like the commentary, not all the commentary, but like some like tidbits of Multiverse of Madness, and like a lot of shit came out. A lot of stuff, like, fuck it, we talk about it. So the producer of Multiverse of Madness said that the teleporting device that Reed Richards used is what the Dr. Doom uses. He said that's the gravity platform. He said that's the gravity platform. That's just another version of the gravity. He retrofitted for him because I guess he already fought Dr. Doom in his universe a couple of times.
That's what's up, because that's definitely still leading into Kang, though. So that's what's up.
Yeah, so I was like, oh, shit. They confirmed it. So I'm like, oh, shit. It's not like a rumor. The producer said, yeah, that's what it is. It's a gravity platform. I'm like, that's hot.
Was that in the extra commentary they had for the movie, or was this an interview that he popped up?
Nah, it was the commentary.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll try to see if I can link it later. But yeah, I was like, oh shit, that's hot.
Yeah, I definitely wanted to go do that. I tried to do a run through of the movie, just having it like on in the background when I was doing a couple of things. But I definitely want to get on those extra special features and see what they're talking about.
Yeah. My week was pretty chill. I think I was off maybe 2 days out the week. I was off on Monday for Juneteenth, and then I was off for my son's graduation. Well, not really graduation. It was like a stepping up celebration because he's going to the 6th grade. So did that. I mean, that was fun. It's fun to see. It was my first time seeing my kid kind of graduate in that capacity. I ain't gonna lie to you guys. Like, full disclosure, man. It was kind of boring. I almost fell asleep twice. I think I may have fallen asleep because I'm sitting there like, oh man, they're giving out all these awards. Like, we in that time and age where everyone gets an award. There's no losers. I'm not saying everybody got an award, but like a lot of people got an award. I'm like, oh shit. So I don't know, man. It was weird. I mean, it was cool. We did that. We had some Red.
Yeah.
What's going on?
Red in the building. Nah, you good. You good. We had breakfast. Went to the diner, had some breakfast. He said he wanted some pizza during dinner. Got some pizza. Went to that spot that's by the Cross Bronx. They sell the biggest fucking slices in the world, dude. They taste like shit, but they're big. But he likes them. So, but he's 11. He doesn't get pizza just yet. He'll get there. He'll know about the flop and all that shit. What else? That's about it. I think I finished The Boys. Well, not finished, but I'm up to date with The Boys. Not really up to date. I've seen that I'm up to the middle part of the new episode. It's wild already.
Oh man.
I really tried to watch all of it. I got home not a little late, but I had things to do. But I really want to finish it because it's wild crazy. I saw one episode of the Umbrella Academy. I don't know. I'm a little off the fence. I'm a little on the fence with this one. What else? Obi-Wan Kenobi, saw that. Had fun with that. Had fun with Ms. Marvel. Yeah, it was a good week, man. It wasn't too stressful. It was able to get some good sleep this week. So, yeah, man. How about you, Soul?
Pretty good week. I worked out more than I have in years this week.
Word.
I
Do
went
it.
I went for a 6 mile walk / jog. And I say tiny / jog because I don't know if anyone would consider that jogging, but I did. Other than that, work has been pretty chill. I was helping out another team this week with a project they had for a company to get some computers out. Got that done. Then almost caught up with all my work that got a little piled up afterwards. And really about it. Man, it's been a pretty chill week, but good so far.
Yeah, I'm not gonna complain. It was a chill week. It was. I mean, it was like, unnecessary shit. But it was chill. I had a couple of interviews. Interviewed like about two, 3 people this week. No, 2. Seem legit. They seem solid. So we'll see what happens with that. Yeah, man. So Red, you in the building, baby. We saved the best for last. What's going on, man? How you feeling?
Fresh Prince went first.
Yeah.
Yeah, baby. Yeah, baby.
Oh man,
Yeah,
how was your week? How was your week, Fresh Prince? Nah, my week was good, bro. Can't complain. Got old management back in the building. George.
Alvarez?
Yeah.
Oh,
He's back at 86, so yeah, man.
Still smoking like a chimney?
Nah, he quit, bro.
Oh.
Yo, it's weird. Fresh picture froze.
Really? You did?
Word, right?
Nah, it's back now,
Yeah.
but it was frozen for a second.
Crazy reaction.
And like when you was doing the and like you had to smile on your face like
Screenshot.
Yeah.
I'm
But yeah, yeah, he's back, and she's pretty cool, man. More the nostalgia feeling, you know what I mean? Having an old good manager back. But yeah, other than that, my week was good, man. I watched.
I have to come visit.
Huh?
Then I have to come visit and be like, yo, Alvarez, it's good.
Yeah, he works mornings, so if you're gonna come visit, you gotta catch him like before. I think maybe 5. But yeah, he will. Yeah. I watched The Boys. I watched 2 episodes of Umbrella Academy, and my God, that shit is woke. It's woke to the high heavens, bro. like yo, it's so
man.
woke. They don't they erase like everything they did in the past. Like forget about how we treated in the past. Yo, this. Hey, yo, man, I'm not even gonna touch that. I'm gonna leave that one alone. But yeah, what else did I see? I see Obi-Wan. I saw Miss Marvel. I didn't really do movies. I was supposed to do movies, but then I took the day to relax. I think I might go see a movie either tomorrow night after dawn, or I may go Sunday. But yeah, other than
What's
that,
out? Are you going on Lightyear?
I'm leaning more towards Jurassic Park because I actually want to see. I don't care what the reviewers say. I want to see it for myself. Like,
Yeah, I gotta see it too.
yeah, I like dinosaurs. So.
Well, if you like dinosaurs, then you should have watched this movie.
They've been shitting on Transformers for years, and I've been watching all them shits faithfully. So.
Nah, bro, I watched the movie.
Though.
I saw it for myself, and it's like, bro, like, so you got the new trilogy, right? And you got, they kind of like lose focus on the actual like the premise of Jurassic Park, right? You go there, you get like the new trilogy is like the first one was like, all right, let's militarize raptors, right? Then the second one, fucking, human clones. Third one, Bugs.
I don't know.
Bugs.
I stopped listening to you because you was about to tell me the plot of the third one. No spoilers. But anyway.
Oh man.
That's weird though. You said bugs. Like what the? See now, yo, now I got that shit in my head now. Like,
But
what?
but you see, it didn't make me not want to see it. Now I want to see how bugs get involved in this one. Now I want to watch it even more. It made me not want to go see it. It made
No,
me
you know
want
what?
to see it more.
Nah, go see it. Go see it. You're gonna be like, the fuck is this? Yeah, nah.
Bro,
I mean,
I
it's okay. It's okay. I mean, for me personally, I don't want to spoil too much, but it's like because that bug stuff is not like the whole plot, but like for me, it was a little too long. But the CGI was great. Seeing like the original OG characters come back was dope to see as well with the new cast. So, I mean, it has a lot of nostalgia, so I'm not gonna shit on it 100%. But if you have an option to see Lightyear, I would definitely go see Lightyear too if you can. If you could squeeze that movie in, squeeze it in.
I don't know how to say this to you people, but I don't care about Toy Story. I'm not a Toy Story fan. I'm not a Toy Story fan. I'm sorry, bro. Like I stopped watching it after Toy Story. But it involves him, so I don't care about any characters from that universe. Like,
but it's nothing like what Toy Story is. Like, I don't really fuck with Toy Story either. No, the first one was.
I mean, don't get me wrong. Lightyear is on my list to watch, but I mean, I'm choosing between the two right now. I'm leaning towards Jurassic Park because I have history with Park.
So I mean, at least with this here, it comes down to the origin story of why Andy loves Buzz Lightyear. He loves Buzz Lightyear because this is like his version of Star Wars. That's how much this how the movie is. It's like Star Wars and the CGI is amazing, bro. Like
an action
you stop to
figure
think.
Based on a movie.
The action figures based on what really happened. It's like real life shit. It's like a real astronaut that did some like real some Star Wars shit.
Okay.
No, it's good. It's really good. I'm not really good at explaining it.
No Jurassic World slander.
Mm-hmm.
She knows about the bugs and the Mexican standoff.
Sorry, I'm still watching. But
Yeah, man, enjoy.
Yeah. Well,
so Sunday I might watch one of those two. Or I mean, and I still gotta watch Top Gun, so I might make a double feature. Top Gun is definitely gonna be one. And
Time Ghost?
What?
You said Time Ghost?
No, Top Gun.
Top Gun. Why'd I hear Time Ghost?
Yeah, I don't know why either.
I didn't hear Time Ghost. I didn't hear Time Ghost at all.
I was like, Time Ghost?
I thought you was about to tell me about some another movie called Time Ghost. I was saying, what's that about?
Yeah, I would definitely catch Maverick. For me, it'll be Maverick.
No, Maverick is definitely in the list, but it's the choice between. It's gonna be the choice between Lightyear and Jurassic Park, but I think I'm leaning more towards Jurassic. I might catch Lightyear because Lightyear ain't going nowhere. That shit ain't going nowhere. Even though they claim it's not doing well, and Disney's not doing as well as Disney expected it to, but it's still not gonna go nowhere because it's the only kids movie out right now. So it's gonna pick up. I think it's gonna pick up.
To be honest, it looks like a kids movie, but it's not like a kids movie. Like a kid could watch this film, but it's not like it's like on par with like Star Wars. As far as
I mean, I feel you, but it's Disney, bro. Like, and Disney and kids go hand in hand, man. It's like Disney and kids go hand in hand, man. And it's Lightyear, so kids are definitely gonna be all over that. It's the only thing that they're gonna be watching right now. Cause I don't see any other movie out that's gonna compete with Lightyear on the kids market.
That's true. But this movie is super deep, super fucking deep, and it's like, oh shit.
Yeah, that's for us. It's like you come on, that's for us. You know what? But movies are deep like that. That's for us. And like, the kids don't know that shit. They're just watching Buzz Lightyear.
It's for the people that grew up with Toy Story and they're giving you a more adult version.
Like, matter of fact, think of all the
A more
movies we watched
grown-up
as
version.
kids that we watched back again as adults. It was like, yo, I can't believe we were allowed to watch this shit because it went over our head, bro.
Yeah, right.
It went over our heads.
Yeah.
There's a lot of
Mississippi
shit
is
I
always
could
gonna
have
be
been.
one of those main shits that I'm just like, how was I allowed to watch this?
Mm-hmm.
Revenge of the Nerds for me. Why did my parents let me watch Revenge of the Nerds, bro? They show a whole coochie in that bitch. They show a whole pussy. They show,
I ain't gonna hold you. I have Revenge of the Nerds
I would love
too.
to say that on stream.
And my mother, I don't think my mother ever do it. I don't think she ever sat down and
Porkies.
watched it. I was like, yo, that shit was that. My man said, "We got Bush, we got Bush."
Yeah, what the hell he said? He was like, this is. He says this is something. Pan down, and the camera pan down. He goes, "We got
Bush."
We got Bush. That dude was like hair up high. The Asian dude was like hair up high. Yo, I'm like,
man.
why not? I ain't watching that shit. I was in single digits watching that fucking movie, and that was my shit. I loved them. And my favorite scene, right, was the panty raid. They looked like they had so much fun running through the hallways with their boys. Like,
we literally did that shit in college because of that movie, bro. Like,
and there was so many
literally my
crimes.
freshman year,
That panty raid broke so many laws. Like, that was serious jail time, bro.
Word.
Oh,
Everybody got that.
Yo.
that shit is over, la.
Yo,
Hell no, that
bro.
shit's you definitely get canceled. That movie would not survive now.
Nah, today, nah, bro. Them far left people gonna have a heart attack, bro.
I don't think they even do marathons with that series anymore.
Nah, they don't show it. It's not even on regular TV. You can't find that shit nowhere unless you own the tape or Blu-ray.
Yeah,
That
I
shit,
got that
I
shit.
mean-
I got that shit. That shit is my shit. I got that shit. Boy.
I gotta get that shit digital.
I got that shit on VHS, yo. I still got it on VHS. I gotta get it digital. You're right. Yo, I do gotta get that shit on.
I got that shit digital. I got the second one too. The second one is not like as good as the first one, but the second one is just as good when you go to Florida, right? It's Florida or California? I think it's Florida. When they in that hotel.
I don't remember.
But even like look at fucking Shrek, yo. Like my little cousins, yo, they love Shrek. And I was a teenager, like listening to all the Shrek jokes. I said, yo, there's no way they made this shit for kids, bro.
Wow, bro.
Yo, Shrek was crazy. Yo, bro.
I think we spoke about this shit, but like I think the original writer and the producer was pitching an idea to Disney, and Disney was like, nah, we don't want this shit, and they redid the script to make fun of Disney. So originally they were trying to have that as a Disney character. I'm like, nah, that shit would have not flown.
Yeah.
Put some boots, bro. Hell, fucking no. The catnip part,
Bro,
that shit was dumb funny.
nah, bro, these are not no mind, bro. They fucking made fun of the O.J. Simpson chase, yo. They like, we got a white Bronco going east in the forest.
Yo, man.
The white Bronco, yo, bro. They did the O.J.
wild,
Simpson joke, man. That shit was crazy, bro. Yo, we got a white Bronco go east of the forest. He said, "Got it, sir. It's catnip." He said that don't mind. Bro,
Yeah, that shit,
yo, he pulled out the sword and struck your donkey. He said, "Donkey, look how straight he got a piece." Yo, man, that movie wasn't for kids, bro, at all, bro. Like, yo.
Yeah, I'm 100% sure that like they let Eddie Murphy like improv a lot of that shit. There was no way a writer got it that right.
Yeah.
Because that shit was like Eddie Murphy on 1,000.
Right, Eddie Murphy.
No
It's like they told him go off.
Yeah. Yeah, that shit was like Eddie Murphy. It was like no hard Eddie Murphy. Like I fucks with Eddie Murphy OD. Not his new shit, but like his old shit. Like, you know, Golden Child is one of my favorites. Golden Child, I could watch that shit whenever that shit comes on. I could watch that bitch. Revolution. That shit is my shit.
Sawed off Noomsy. My brother sawed off Noomsy.
That is my fucking favorite movie. I love that shit.
Bro.
Beverly Hills Cop, all that shit.
He said,
Pass me the knife.
people, my brother Noob said he forgives me. He said, sir, you've done a great job. You look like you don't even know what's going on, but they had to do looking mad doofy like bro, that movie go to town. Yo, I love that shit. Bro.
My man was a big time troll with that whole entire situation. You're trolling the whole shit. Good fucking me, man.
I want the knife. I want the knife.
That's what you gotta do, man. You gotta when actors like that, you gotta let them go off. Like you gotta let them let them be them. Like I think for me, like something that's recent that he did was pretty funny was like Tower Heist, because he was kind of like Eddie Murphy in the 80s.
Yeah.
But yeah,
that shit was funny. Yeah, that one was funny. He stole all their shit. He was training them how to be thieves, and he stole their shit. He's like,
my man.
He said, "What you talking about? This shit mine. I'm out of here."
Here's a bobby pin. Here's a bobby pin. Here's a bobby pin. Here's a bobby pin. Like that shit. My man was like swinging from the top. Was like, I'm about to go Ralph. You know what's Ralph? Ralph.
Yo, Tower House is good, man. I feel like he had some ones that were weak, but I think he could still. I think he still got it, bro. Like he did the movie of this guy Dolomite.
That was good.
That one was good.
That was good. That was good.
Yeah.
I forgot. To be honest, I forgot about that one. To be honest,
yeah,
because because a lot of the shit that he did recently was like almost like him phoning it in. Like he's there for the check and he has his name on it. Like Coming to America too. Like didn't really need to happen at all, right? Because I did not.
I enjoyed it.
That. It had its moments. It had some funny
I enjoyed it though. Yeah, you can't compare it to the classic, like you said. They shouldn't have did it, but it wasn't. It could have been a major flop, and I think it was decent, man. I had fun with it.
We need to do something with Eddie Murphy, man. We need to probably bring him to like Guardians or some shit, like some kind of like MCU, some funny property, like fucking. But they greenlit Wonder Man, right? Greenlit Wonder Man.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So I don't know how to.
So the director from Shang-Chi is doing it, right?
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, hear me? Hello?
Yeah, I hear you.
Yes, sir.
My mic kept saying my mic is unplugged, and it kept muting me and shit. Like it's weird. I don't know.
Yeah, I think StreamYard, like in general, is like acting weird because it's because I'm directly connected and I'm still having issues. So, hey man.
Yeah, but so my week was good.
Yo, my man, your fucking weeks be going like you don't even try to make it long. Like, yo, I don't know how you do that shit. I totally forgot we were still on your week,
bro.
Yo,
it's like the moment I start to think about a topic to talk, he's like, "So my week went well." It's like, yo,
yeah,
cool.
It's because bro, I'm talking, and next you know, y'all are jumping into what I'm saying, so I just continue the conversation with y'all, and the next you know when it stops, I'm like, okay, so my week was good.
You really, yeah, you're
segue into
you good at it and keeping your topics and your weeks inclusive. And you all join it. That's what it is. It's all about inclusiveness here in this on this program here.
Everybody's welcome to join in.
Yes, sir. So what happened this week? Because there was a whole lot of content. So I know we're gonna leave like the movies and shows like a little later on in the show, later in the program. But like as far as like little tidbits that dropped this week, Fresh, do you know anything that you may want to talk about?
Well, specifically, not this week. It didn't drop, but I actually started and I'm like almost finished this week. The Man Who Fell to Earth. Heard of that before? Or
I heard
the
about
man
it,
who
but I
sold the
don't.
worlds by Nirvana.
So
I think
he fell from outer
I hate
space
you.
to Earth.
Well, that's the all right. So that's the title. I believe I believe it's based on a book. There's like an old movie to it or whatever, but they redid it as a show on Showtime. And Chiwetel Ejiofor is playing the main character. And I can't use my phone right now, but I always forget her name. I think it's Naomi something, but it's a black woman with braids. I think she was in the movie with Tyrese. It was like a cop movie or something like that, if y'all remember that.
Is it Naomi Campbell Scott? Let me see.
Yeah. I think that's who it is. I think that's exactly who it is. But
Yeah, that was with the crooked cops, right? That was killing people. Some shit like that.
Yeah.
I know you're talking about.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah, she's good. She's good.
So
she's solid.
she's very good. She's very good. So those two are the main characters. I can't remember his name too. I'm bad right now because I didn't prepare for this. But there's an old black man that was from The Wire. I always remember him from. But he's her father. But long story short, just to keep the plot as simple as possible, it's about an alien that obviously comes to Earth. The whole point is for him to link up with her. That's a part of his mission in order to save his planet. Also correlation by them doing such.
Oh, Naomi Harris.
Earth. Right, Naomi Harris. There you go. So basically, it intertwines. Something happens with their planet as far as like with us, global warming and all that. If we keep doing all the negative shit that we're doing, we're gonna ending up the same exact way. So it's very simple plot and point, but the intricacies of the storytelling, and of course with them two leading, the acting is phenomenal in it. So if y'all haven't seen it, I suggest y'all, whenever y'all get some time, try to get up on it, or at least just watch the first episode, like I always say. Watch the first episode. To me, it had me hooked from there. Plus, I was always waiting on it to come out. So yeah, that's something pretty interesting. I think you guys.
What's it on? What platform is it on?
I watched it on Prime. I watched it on Amazon, but it's a Showtime show. So if you have the Showtime app, you can watch it there. But yeah, I watched it through Amazon, and they have the whole first season on there. I'm not sure if they have a second season yet, but yeah, but
I'll give it a go.
I'm liking how they're rolling everything out.
I'll check it out.
It shows Paramount Plus.
Oh, okay.
It's on Paramount Plus. All right.
Yeah, I'm watching it.
Even better.
It says available on Hulu, YouTube TV, Fubo, Amazon Prime, Paramount Plus, Showtime, and Showtime Anytime.
Damn, that shit is syndicated, bro. That shit is wild.
Yeah, but yeah, it's definitely worth it though. I'm digging it.
Yeah, it's a cool like a palate cleanser when you watch other things other than fucking like superhero movies, right? Superhero shows.
Right.
Like I started watching Tokyo Vice. That's on HBO Max. Solid fucking work, bro. It's directed by Michael Mann. If you know anything about Michael Mann's directing skills, he is fantastic. Collateral, all that good shit.
He did Heat, right?
He did Heat. One of the best, bro. That's my shit.
Yep.
Yeah. So So pretty much like the gist of the show is about an American dude that goes out to Japan and he wants to become a journalist out there, and you come to find out that like the freedom to press doesn't really exist out there like we have it. We could kind of like blurt a story out here without any kind of context and it'd be cool. They can't. You have to have your facts straight 100%, right? So pretty much he wants to be a journalist, but he wants to learn about the crime out there, like what's really happening, like with the Yakuza. So it's about the Yakuza, all that crazy shit. And mind you, I didn't know. I thought Yakuza was just a gang, but that's almost Yakuza is just saying the mob. There's so many different gangs out there that's within that same family, but it will show you a little more in detail who these families are, and these like real things. And
like
mind you,
the
Japan,
triad.
Yeah, so Japan has no killing, right? They have no killing. They have high suicide. You know why? Because these motherfuckers make people kill themselves so to hide the murderers. So he's trying to like uncover this shit, but he's working with like different families in the crime family to get dirt information so he could publish it. But he's getting in too deep. It's crazy fucking good. It's a really good show. I'm doing a disservice on like explaining it because I'm the worst at explaining, but it's a really good show. I would definitely recommend giving it a go. Watch the first episode. It'll keep you like drawn in. It's really fucking good. So I'm up to episode 8. I think it's 9 episodes, 9 or 10 episodes. It's really short. It's a limited run. So like, you know, when it's limited, when they know that they're only doing one season, they kind of put everything into that one season because they know they're not getting a second. It's just a one kind of like self-contained story. You got the dude. I forgot his name. Eggerson. He's the dude from Baby Driver.
Yeah.
You know that actor, and then you have the Japanese actor that was in that. He's in Godzilla, the new Godzilla movies. I forgot his name. I'm terrible with names too, but it's a good show. I'll definitely check it out.
Was it the one from Inception?
Yes.
Yeah.
I think that's what Ben Watanabe or something like.
Yeah,
something like that.
Yeah.
So he's a cop. He's a cop in that show, and he's
Ken Watanabe. Sorry.
Okay. So yeah, he's a cop, and he's working with different cops, and it gets wild, dude. It gets super wild. Like, yo, the stakes are heavy because he's working at this newspaper, and this newspaper they don't want to publish shit because like, nah, you can't, you really can't. And he finds some fucked up dirt on because there's a lot of people that's out there that's in debt, right? They owe so much money. But the percentages are so high. It's come to find out like there's situations where debt collectors will rather you die because within the forms that they sign off, you're signing off your will.
Yeah.
So that you're better off dead than alive, paying off your tax. So because they become the beneficiary.
It's like the Squid Game.
Yeah, pretty much. So yeah, check it out, man. The plot is deep. It's deeper than what I'm explaining. So.
No, that's another one, honestly, that I wanted to get on next because I did see the trailer for that a while ago. That's when the dude asked him like, "Yo, why do you want to be?" I honestly thought he wanted to become a detective, but I remember him asking him why he wanted to do it, and he was like, "Yo, there's no crime out here." So it looked like there's a lot of shit being covered up and all that. Nah, I was definitely interested on checking that out though.
Yeah, what caught me was the first 3 minutes because they show like the future with him talking to one of the family, and he's like, "Yo, what you about to write? You're not writing." And like they get real deep, and it says like 5 months before, and then you start at the very beginning. So you know that it's gonna get to that point. We just don't know when. Like I'm in episode 8, and I'm still not up to that point at the very beginning. So it's some crazy shit. But it's a good show. Recommend. Highly recommend.
All right.
I was telling what was that?
I don't know. Check out.
No, go ahead.
Oh no, I was just gonna say real quick. I think it was you that was talking about Upload, right?
Upload now.
Somebody told me about a show, Upload. But anyway, I could have swore it was you that said to get on Upload. But I did check that out, and that show is very interesting, bro. Like I started watching it, I finished like both seasons too. I heard they got greenlit for a third, so I'm actually waiting for that one to come out. And it's have you guys watched? It was a show a few years back called The Good Place, I think it was.
The Good Place. Sounds very familiar. Who's in it?
A TV show?
Ted Danson was the main. Yeah, it was a TV show. It was like a sitcom. It was like with Ted Danson and remember what the white girl was from. I think it was like Veronica Mars and something else. That's all I could really pop to mind right now. But I forget what her real name is. But anyway, it's basically what happened. It was basically a show based on showing you. Kristen Bell, yeah. Basically showing what happens after you die. Supposedly what happens when you go to heaven or whatever. And there's a lot of other like twists and turns what happens when you start watching the show. Yeah, it's a comedy. But Upload is basically like that. The way it's set up, it's almost like a Westworld type situation where we can perceive what's going on right now with the internet. They're basically at a level where before you die, they can upload your memories, essentially your soul, and download it. So you can essentially be sent to whatever you want your perfect heaven to be. So they set up this little digital, almost like metaverse, where, of course, the rich and powerful, all these corporate one percenters and all that, got something set up that's like the perfect Americana, like log cabin type environment, just streams and out in the wilderness and all types of shit like that. And people end up living there, and that's how their afterlife is for eternity until they'll figure out how to download people back into a physical body, like clone a body, download them back into the body, and then pretty much we done overcome. So that's the premise for the entire show. But the main plot is that you have some kid who's like a Silicon Valley type kid, and if y'all watch like the CW shows, like The Flash and all of that, Stephen Amell's cousin, the kid that played Robbie.
Robbie Amell.
Right, Robbie. Okay, there you go, Robbie Amell. So he's the main character. He's like one of these Silicon Valley type kids. He set up an app to where the average person can do it. Because, of course, you know this shit is astronomically priced and only certain people can do this. So he's setting it up to where people can set up their own digital afterlives, and then they can pass it down for generations to where all the family and ancestors actually are in their own heaven and living together digitally. So he's trying to do basically like some nonprofit shit. Of course, he ends up dying and then gets sent to digital place where all the one percenters are, and then it's like a mystery, but it's also like a comedy. So it's kind of funny, as many tones as they have with it, but it's very, very, very interesting. And once again, I feel like if you watch like the first episode, it's something you'll get into. But like I said, I binged through like the first 2 seasons in a couple days. Like that shit had me hooked. So yeah, I'm waiting on season 3. It's on Netflix, I believe. Oh no, I watched. No, I'm sorry. I watched that on Prime too. Yeah, I watched that on Prime too.
That's crazy. All right, I add that to my list of shit to watch this weekend because I'm running out of stuff. Because we got Stranger Things next Friday.
Next Friday.
So that's gonna be crazy. Yo, the fucking the shit that people are saying, like not rumors and shit, but like people have like bets on who's gonna die, and I'm like, that's wild.
I don't think nobody's gonna, cause they got one more season to do, so I don't think nobody's gonna really die. No major character at least.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, man. I think someone's gonna bite the bullet. At least one person, maybe not a couple. I don't think it's gonna be Shorty. I don't think it's gonna be Shorty is gonna die. Maybe.
You better not say Steve, bro.
I don't think it's gonna be no original. I don't think if anyone dying, it's not gonna be an original person. It's probably gonna be one of the newer additions. It's not gonna be Max because they already had Max come back from a near death experience.
But the sacrifice.
When you look at the trailer, there's a couple of people that looks like they're in straight like sobbing moments, like. You had Dustin crying his ass off. So, like, it's probably the new dude that probably bites the bullet. Eddie Munson.
If Dustin's crying his ass off, I think it's probably Steve. I don't think he would cry for Eddie.
That's why I don't want it.
I think it's Steve. If Dustin cries his ass off, Steve.
Mm-hmm.
That's who he's really attached to.
Yep.
Yo, but what if I was to tell you that Dustin gets dusted?
Nah, they're not dusting that nigga. He's one of the popular characters. There'd be no reason for me to watch the 5th season.
Because the 5th season is supposed to be a time jump. So we might not even get the same cast in the time jump. That's why they was kind of like celebrating that this is their last season. Because I think they was hinting at this particular cast last season. because we have an adult version of them in the future to set up maybe a new thing. But I don't know. I hope that nobody dies. I like them all. I'll be sad as fuck if Dustin dies or anybody.
Yeah.
I mean, hey, Mike could eat a dick. To be honest,
Mike is an a-hole, bro. Like, yo, I dislike that kid, bro. He's an a-hole, bro. Like, yo, I was like, Mike, every season you gotta be a dick. Like, you can't be good for one season, bro. Like, every season you're a dick, yo.
Yo, clearly your best friend that's been through a lot of shit, right? Will been through so much shit. He's clearly trying to come out to you, right? Because we all know that he's trying to come out. Yeah. He's trying to find a way to come out to Mike, but he's so scared because, mind you, this is the 80s. Coming out was super taboo in the 80s.
Yeah. So,
he feels a way, and I think in the trailer too, you see him crying as well. So I'm like, is he? Is his best friend gonna eat dick too? Well, who knows?
Yo, it's funny how your picture froze when you say your best friend will eat dick. Look at that. Yeah, picture froze. Yo, it froze with your face like
tonight, yo. Pure moments tonight, fresh, man.
Damn, bro, I can't get it right today, man.
StreamYard's acting up, man. It's messing with people today, boys. StreamYard's it's on the road.
StreamYard's acting up. I'm about to send him a nasty ass letter. Yeah, man. I don't know, man. Let's see. It's a lot of theories going out there. I think a big theory.
Somebody better make a deal with God, man. Come on, like the song said, make a deal with God.
There was like a character post of Shorty's mother. I don't know how. I forgot who. So you have Mike's mom, right? She has a character poster, and be like, why would she have a character poster? People are like theorizing that maybe she's the daughter of that family. She didn't die. She got adopted because she's the same. She's like the same age as her brother, Vecna.
Vecna?
Yeah, so the Krill family, right?
Yeah,
They show the daughter, so they're saying that she could possibly be the daughter. She has the same hair color, they're the same age. We all thought the son was dead.
But she was. Yeah, she was looking crazy on the floor. He was passed out, and we didn't know because we couldn't see in the beginning. But in the last shot, when he's explaining everything, she was bad on the floor, bro. I don't think she's alive. And I think the dad said her eyes were done. Like,
I mean, he was hallucinating because he also said that his son was dead too.
Well, I mean, when he woke up, the son was passed out, so he probably just assumed.
Yeah, he assumed both of them. Yeah. I don't know. I think she was dead.
Maybe
I could have swore she was crippled. And
I think so too. I think she had the blood. I don't know because they didn't really show nothing. They just showed her kind of like she looked like she was like mangled.
Yeah, I don't think they wanted to show that a kid. Yeah, I don't think they wanted to do that to a kid, but I think we were meant to assume she was dead.
Nah, bro, hell no. The whole scene with 11, bro, those mad dead kids, bro.
Yep.
Yeah, but to show it happen physically to a kid, though, like the way she was
that's true.
Broken up and all that, I don't think they wanted to show that. It showed her body mangled on the floor. Yeah, for a lot of these shows.
Well, they already apologized at the beginning of the season. They said we're sorry. This season was made before the tragedies had happened, and they already put out their apology for the family who may be triggered.
So I think the only reason why they're saying they're theorizing on this is because Will's sister has been kind of like protected throughout this whole entire ordeal, right? Like she has a lot of regrets with the whole Barb shit. Everything happened around her. Like her family's been kind of straight since the whole fucking shit that's been happening. And then if you notice this last season, the mom has been acting really funny as far as like her facial expressions.
Will's sister.
So Will's sister, yeah. So I don't know, man. I mean, this could be like a crazy ass reach, but
who's Will?
I'm Mike's sister.
Oh, I'm trying to remember. I was trying to remember the Will character. Like, who's wait? All right, so
Will.
Oh, Nancy. Okay.
Nancy. Yeah, so Nancy's mom is, I don't know the names, but Nancy's mom has been acting kind of funny lately. Like, she knows some things, but she's not saying anything. She's always had that word face.
Well, I know she's not in love with the husband, and she's about to give Billy some. If Billy wasn't possessed, Billy was about to get some. But
Word.
Yeah, because all the motherfuckers got regrets, and they've been kind of like chilling. None of them has been getting that shit. So Mike has been rolling. I mean, the only reason why he's in danger half the time is because of 11. But other than that, he's not being really attacked by Vecna. Because I mean, if that is true, then that's his niece and nephew.
But maybe Nancy wasn't protected so much as in she really wasn't regretting to Barb. You know what I'm saying? Maybe it wasn't weighing on her soul as much as everybody else's situations was weighing on their souls, and maybe that's why she wasn't being attacked.
The whole first.
That's what I assume.
The whole first and second season, she's been brooding about this whole Barb shit. She's been like living like, oh my god, she was fucking right while Barb was dying.
Yeah, she was having sex. She lost her virginity to Steve upstairs.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
While she died in the pool.
Yeah. I don't know, man. I mean, look, we got 7 days left. We got 7 days.
I know whoever shorty that wrote that song, yo, she making money off of this shit, boy.
Kate
I was reading earlier that she was making like almost $1 million a week now.
Yeah.
Huh?
I was reading earlier that she's almost making like $1 million a week off that shit.
That song, who would have thought, that song you wrote all the way back in the 80s,
She's like 60 something. She was tired. She was probably like, damn, I'm on a fixed income right now. What's up? And all of a sudden, this shit.
Not no more.
Like, I'm good. Still good.
Not no more.
And what's really crazy, the fact that she bought her publishing not that long ago. So there's no middleman.
Yeah.
And they probably sold it to her thinking like this shit.
It.
They probably sold it like this shit ain't gonna make no money anyway. Here, you can have your publishing, yo. It's all right. They probably sold it to her like it ain't never gonna make no money.
Yeah.
Then here comes Stranger Things. I made a deal with God.
So you have that shit, you have that song, and then she had to clear Netflix for the remix they did with the trailer. So she's making another additional.
Yeah, you gotta get paid for the remix, yo.
Yeah.
You gotta get paid for the remix, yo.
And that remix
Oh my god,
fire.
amazing.
That remix is fire, bro. When I saw the trailer, I said, yo,
fully available
this version is lit, yo. I said this version of the song is lit, bro. That shit is fire, that remix.
Yo, is that available now? I'm checking right now.
I think so, but that shit right there, that's what you make a trailer with. That's the trailers that we grew up in the 80s and 90s, like it used to get you hyped just for hearing the music. And then I'ma die when I see my man Eddie with the guitar and the upside down playing the guitar.
I can't,
to that
yo,
shit.
bro. Swear to God, that's the one scene I've been looking for
they don't have it.
time, and I'm like, yo, what's going on?
They don't have the remix of it.
Can't wait for that, yo. Oh man.
Not yet, anyway.
Yo, I'm waiting to see fucking Lucas kick the crap out of that head of the basketball team, nigga. He's annoying, bro. That holier than thou basketball captain, yo. I can't wait to see. When I saw Lucas, I said, yeah, Lucas, get out of here. Get him. Get him, boy.
Do it. And they were smart with that shit too, because like when he was punching him, you hear the beat hit. Boom.
Yup.
Boom. Boom. I was like, yo, whoever put this trailer together, yo, thank you.
You are the man, and you need to hold a class on how to put trailers together because, bro, that shit was fire, yo. Whoever did that trailer, that shit was fire.
I'm sitting on my couch. I'm watching this. I'm like, yo, why the fuck I'm getting goosebumps right now? Why this is a Netflix show? Why the fuck I'm getting hyped like this? Then when I saw him with the guitar playing, I'm like, oh my god, because this is his world. This is what he wants, and he's like, it's crazy. So one of my coworkers told me today at lunch that he's based off a character that was like wrongfully convicted of a crime because he was in this whole realm of like they thought that he was like a like what the town thinks of him, like he's a devil worshiper.
A devil worshiper.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so he got convicted for a murder that he didn't even do. Spent 19 years in prison. Only to get the death penalty. And got the death penalty.
Sounds about right. Sounds about back in the days.
Oh,
Yo,
wow.
I was like, yo, that's just crazy. Yeah.
Bro, back in the day, somebody could just say you did something and that was it, bro. It was over for you.
Mm-hmm.
They didn't have to have really no evidence. Oh, he did it. He did it.
No DNA, no nothing. Wow.
Emmett Till. Emmett Till.
Mm-hmm.
That black boy right there whistled at me. That's what it took.
Yeah, they need no evidence. They need no evidence whatsoever. The
was
Salem witch trials. Oh, she's a witch.
Yeah.
Oh wait, you left-handed? Hanger.
Yo.
Wait. My husband's attracted to you? She's a witch. She put a love spell on my husband. She's a witch. Kill her.
Crazy.
It was that easy back there, yo. They didn't need no evidence.
Still going on like that now, though. It's crazy shit.
Said, you stand accused. How do you plead? I'm innocent. That's what all the guilty people say. Burn them.
Word. Get him.
I'm innocent.
Yo,
That's what all the
man.
guilty people say. Burn them.
Yeah,
Yo,
it's not even funny, but it's crazy.
Bro, it's true, bro.
I fucking there's a lot of fucked up shit that's happening in the world now, but I'm kind of glad and I'm blessed that I was born now versus then. You know that shit.
As much as crazy is going on now, I'm really happy I'm in the time I'm in, bro. I do not want
to. Yeah, man.
Especially as a black man, I do not want to go in the past, bro. Like this, I do not want to be in the past, bro.
I don't want to be in the past either because there's no history books on any Hispanics. they didn't write about it.
Fucking America came and they fucking hit to Puerto Rico. If we were born in the past Puerto Rico, we would have been in a war. We lost that shit. We'd probably be dead. The Spaniards fucking enslaved, fucking Boricuas.
Spaniards on all that whole Caribbean shit.
Yeah, bro.
That whole Caribbean shit.
It was bad for us. We got raped, we got murdered, we got enslaved, and then America comes and they kind of do it all over again.
The Spaniards and the English owned that whole Caribbean.
Listen, let me tell you. So like, you had the Spaniards come, right? The Spaniards went to Africa. They took a whole bunch of Africans. They took them all across the Caribbean. They took them to Puerto Rico. They took them to freaking Dominican Republic, right? After they was done like enslaving them, they just left Africans there. Hey, you can just stay there, right? And so like Africans were mating with the Taino Indians, with the Spaniards, and they made us, right? Because we're not a real race. We're just a cesspool of rape and love. So who knows, man? We all over the place. Our ancestry is wild. If you look at any Hispanic person's ancestry, it's like a Christmas tree. Yo, Irish. I'm like, yo, who the fuck am I? It's like a race war in my fucking body with these genes. It's wild, crazy. But yeah, I'm glad that I was born now because that shit was like no bueno, man. Back in the day, that shit was no like segregation. That time, the fucking zero shit, fucking all that crazy shit. Hell no.
Yep. I'm happy to be here. Not back there. Sorry.
I'm sorry. Yeah, I would definitely thank you for my ancestors for holding it down, for letting me be here today. You know what I mean? Like, shout out to my ancestors, dude. Not the slave master ancestors. Fuck them.
Yeah.
Because we got that shit in us too. So talk about woke shit, man. Umbrella Academy.
Oh my god.
So bro, I got through one episode. It was a tough watch.
I didn't get through one episode.
It was kind of
actually the first one was as bad to me, but the second one was really tough to get through, bro. It was like,
You know what it is? We got so spoiled with like storytelling with the
Bro,
boys and all that shit.
The green
this-
screen was terrible.
The green screen was pretty bad.
Mm-hmm.
The green, even the dude's name, I forgot his name. The guy with the crazy face, the prosthetics. That shit didn't look too good either. It looked like he was wearing a mask.
Yeah.
I mean, listen, I haven't seen the whole season, so I can't, give a score. But as right now, it's really shaky. But with the Umbrella Academy, I feel like
You have to
what I
watch it
remember-
as a whole. You have
yeah. 'Cause I
every
feel like the
season
first
of
two
Umbrella
seasons-
Academy, I felt I had to watch it as a whole because it always started off shaky for me, and then I
Slow,
ended up
right?
liking it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I ended up liking it towards the end.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the same. That's the same thing I was about to say. Because I'm like, I remember the first and second season felt really slow. Then it got way better, picked up. After episode 4, it started picking up. So yeah, I guess when I watched the whole thing, we kind of like can circle back and talk about it. But like your overall thoughts, Brad. How do you feel? Just the overall, just what you saw.
I feel like they want me to forget about all the shit that happened in season 1 and 2, and like accept whatever new shit that they're talking about in season 3. Especially with episode 2, when you watch it, like they basically let's cut the bullshit. We know that the homegirl changed her thing now. She considers herself a man. So they're changing the character in the show to be a man. So like the whole episode 2 is kind of like her coming out
To Victor, right? She changed it.
Yeah,
She goes by Victor, right?
yeah,
Not
and it's like, and like the way to come out is, I mean, yeah, I know you want to show like coming out to be to make, you want to encourage more people to come out and be them true selves and all that stuff. I get that, but the way like the reactions is to like her coming out is kind of like unrealistic. You know what I mean? It's like when she came out to some of them were like, okay, well, cool, whatever you want to be called, it's cool with me. Yeah, well, it's cool. And then like another one was like, and then one of them was like, I don't care what you do, it doesn't make me love you any less. I'm like, love you any less? Y'all never loved that at all. You're locked in the fucking basement. I was like, what they talking about here? like all of a sudden she was like she's one of the like the family members, and she was always the loved sister or something. Like, nah, bro, y'all treated her like shit. Like it's like they want you to forget about that, bro. It's like, nah. They always accepted her. She was always loving it now they accept the new her and shit like that, bro. Like, I mean, you could have her coming out, but like, be realistic about it, bro. Like, you don't forget the story that you told us. Right. Like, y'all had her locked in the basement. Y'all didn't even give a shit. The father treated her like shit the whole time. Nobody cared. And then now it's like, oh, we all love you. We kumbaya and shit. Like, bro, nah. Miss me with that shit. But anyway, I'm not against people coming out. Don't get that twisted. Come out, be your true self. But don't play stupid. Like, it's not always gonna be sunshine and roses. Like, there's gonna be some negative effects too coming out. You just gotta be okay with it. That's it. That's tell the truth. That's all I wanted to do. I'm like, Will Smith, tell the truth. Tell the truth.
How did you feel about it, Chris?
I mean, I only got 20 minutes in before I had to jump online. So, because I was watching The Boys, but that green screen irked the shit out of me.
Yeah, the graphics is kind of bad.
The dance off had me laughing though.
It was funny. Yup.
That was funny. I enjoyed that. But that's pretty much all I got.
I felt like I was like having a trip. I'm like, is this really happening right now? What the fuck is going on?
Well, someone was having.
No, but he was having the trip.
Yeah.
He was having the trip.
So they did a good job.
Yeah, I was like, oh shit, man. I mean, listen. Once again, by episode 91, we should all like somewhat be completed with this show. So we'll give you like a more like overview on what we feel about this season. But as of right now, it's slow, but this is pretty much on brand for this series. So we will definitely circle back on this shit next week. Miss Marvel, crazy. And mind you, I haven't watched any breakdowns because things are pretty much like evident. It's like in front of you, right? You can't miss these things, right? So this episode kind of like you find out the intentions of her, you know, of the, what do you call it, the jins, right? The
Jins.
Yeah, the jinn. Yeah.
You don't pronounce the D.
Yeah.
So you get to find out what's their intentions, and their intentions are, you know, right, like what we thought. The 10 rings.
The 10 rings.
When I saw the 10 rings, I'm like, holy shit! So this makes sense. I think we spoke about this last episode, that we think that these bracelets are all made by the same person. If it was on it was a blue person, so you know that anybody in the blue that's blue in the universe is the Kree. Mm-hmm. So it looks like this is something that the Kree created. Mm-hmm. So I guess it's not confirmed,
but then Carol Danvers would have said that it looks like Kree technology.
It
or Kree artifacts.
It predates it. She might not know about it.
It predates it. Yeah.
She's not a real Kree anyway.
She was Kree in the comics, but she was not Kree in the movies. She was human, right?
No, but she was raised by Kree. Essentially, you know, when she got a memory wiped in the MCU after the accident, she was, you know, trained by the Kree.
Yeah, but you tell all your secrets to people you train.
Well, I mean, not just secrets, but you know, she had access to, you know, libraries and shit. You think there should be something that she would be like, oh, that looks like an artifact that I may have seen, like maybe at a fucking Kree museum or some shit. You know,
I mean, that's like learning about, that's like us being Americans and not knowing everything about America. We have libraries, right? But we don't go to them. Right?
Yeah, that's true.
And so she's not gonna know everything.
Bro, some Americans wouldn't be able to pass a citizen test, yo.
No, I definitely would have.
Like, we're not gonna know about every artifact. That's like, oh, that's what that like Fresh Prince said, it just predates her. This is something that's super ancient, because this is like if the Mandalorian, I said the Mandalorian, but like the Mandarin had the 10 rings for 10,000 years. Shit, it could have been made even before that.
That was also like another thing I want to talk about. So, I mean, we all saw the 10 ring symbol on the floor in that tomb.
Yeah.
Was there a 10 rings clan before the 10 rings?
No, that was from when Wu. He's basically
from Wu. Yeah, but it's like so he owned the crystal. I mean that he had that bangle in his possession or possessions essentially.
You gotta remember, Mandarin is from really ancient China. He lived for thousands of years. Yeah,
but didn't he start the 10 rings?
Yeah, but he could have been the one to start the original 10 rings that we see on the temple floor. That could be his 10 rings.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like that could be his 10 rings. I was wondering if it predates him, or if it's like after him and he put that, you know, got that symbol engraved. But that would mean that, you know, the fighting that was happening was it his?
He did say he don't know where. He did say he don't know where it came from. He just know he was in possession of the rings.
Yeah, in the very beginning of the movie, it was like very vague how he got the rings.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe that's where he got it.
If I can throw my little 2 cents in, what I think is that was his temple. Like he already had his temple set up. He had the 10 rings. Now, if we remember when at the end of the movie, when Wong was like, yo, it's sending out a beacon, who's it sending a beacon to? It probably sent the beacon back out to the Kree or whoever created it. Somebody came here. They had the Bengals, which I think is like Marvel with the Nega bands. I think that's what they are. That could have been him. Who knows? Somebody else, whatever. That person came with the Bengals, attracted to the signal of the 10 rings. Whatever happened there, that person died. Wenwu got away, and they were left there with the Bengals.
But the
Yeah,
signal
so we
didn't.
know-
The signal didn't start till after he killed the Dweller of Darkness, though.
It probably sent a signal originally when Wenwu had the rings. That's what I'm saying, and that's what brought the original Kree character. With
I don't know.
But then Wong would have showed up, because remember, Wong showed up to find him.
somebody would have showed up.
No,
Because they said they felt it at Kamatage.
This is years ago. Wong wasn't even alive. This is like thousands.
No, but
of years
even
back.
then, Kamatage still existed many years ago. Still, the Temple of Kamatage. So they would have felt the signal coming from the rings earlier in time, and somebody would have probably went to Wu and said, "What the fuck, dude?" But they said, Wong didn't say he felt it. He said we felt it, which means that everybody in Kamatage felt that shit go off.
Maybe it sent a signal to those bangles, because I think they're probably like one of the same, like within the same kind of like, I don't know. It's we don't know none of these things, because this is something that's not like canon. So it looks like they're gonna probably like
yeah, none of this is canon, because apparently now she's a Jinn instead of any human.
Yeah.
I mean, it's better than being a human.
It is better than being in a human.
A lot of people are upset. They're upset that they are considered the I don't want to mispronounce the name again. Jinn, because that's something that the Muslim community looks at as something of a negative, right? So like if she is considered that, then people that are in the Muslim community can't cosplay as that, because they don't ever cosplay as angels and demons and anything like that. So it kind of like pushes away from like the larger fan base to cosplay as Miss Marvel if she is a Jinn.
Well, I feel like the way they've expressed and have made the heritage and religious beliefs of their family and community, I think the way they've expressed it has been inclusive to all of us, I feel like, because none of us are really actually from a Muslim background. So the way they expressed it to me, talking about breaking it down and saying people refer to them as jinn, that's almost saying like people are judging them because they're calling them jinn or looking at them as demons, when that could just be a negative connotation. When what they're saying is that they're from Nur, or the power of Nur, which means light. So that's, to me, that shows that there's something else other than something negative, and that's probably just a connotation putting it on them. And I feel like the series is probably going to distinguish that to us to prevent that type of situation like you're explaining from.
Yeah, Africa. I don't. Me personally, I don't think they are. Yeah, I think because they said the jinn is something that people can't see. Clearly, they was seen and they were arrested. You know what I mean? There was something they're tangible. So I think that this is what people from a negative aspect will call them, but they're not necessarily that. They're from, another dimension of Nur, the light. Pretty much when she flipped in the first episode or the second episode, you saw that other kind of alternate reality, probably the different dimension of the Nur.
I mean,
so
that shit went 0 to 100 real quick though, bro. Like 1 minute, oh, hey, sweetheart, yeah, you gonna help us and all that stuff. Next minute, what?
You gonna help us?
This bitch ain't answering my text. Yo, killing her. yo, what? Wait a minute.
I like it. Let's keep this show rolling, bro.
Nobody flips that fast, bro. Like that's a fast flip, bro. Like yo.
Bro, like, let's be honest. When we all first seen her, even in the flashback, we all looked at her like, nah, she looked wild evil for some reason, bro. It's like, let's not take too long, like dragging out this pretend story. Let's get this shit going.
She said,
well, now we
kill them all.
Now we know. Now we know that there's two bangles. So when the director said that this is not her final form as far as powers, they weren't fucking around, because that second bangle is probably gonna
because she's doing everything from one arm. If you really look at it, she's only attacking from one arm. Like her fights and everything is from the one arm that she has the bangle on. She's not using the other hand
or feet.
Do you think that we might get like Photon or Carol Danvers appear like as a cameo?
I think Carol
Probably not
Danvers
until, like, the
might
last
appear
episode.
as a cameo, being that
End
she's
credits.
the idol that she idolizes, and she essentially gets her blessing to use the Marvel tag on her, like the Miss Marvel name or whatever like that. So it's like, so I think if anyone's gonna appear, it might be her. And they have pictures of Brie Larson, giving the thumbs up, showing that she's like watching the Miss Marvel show and whatever like that. So I don't know if she's teasing that she's gonna be appearing in it or not, but
It'll be nice to see for her idol to show up. It makes perfect sense, and it's a good segue to the movie, right? Because she's gonna be featured heavily in the Marvels. So
right now, Brie Larson definitely needs comic. She needs that girl on her side, bro. Because let's hope her new movie ain't gonna be like the old one. Because that shit was if it wasn't for Sam Jackson, that should have been a bust, boy.
Oh yeah.
So she definitely need Kamala Khan on her side in this one. And look, it doesn't hurt to have a kid sidekick. Look at Doctor Strange and Multiverse of Madness. I mean, it wasn't that great, but it wasn't bad either. Like it was cool having him, interact with the kid.
Yeah, she's definitely likable, man. Like I like her. I think she's dope. I think she's holding it down. She makes me feel like I'm watching something of Miss Marvel.
Like, bro, I was legit scared for her. I was like, yo, my God. She's going to make it, but, like, with them gyms going crazy. I'm like, yo, what the hell?
Word.
I'm like, girl, run, girl. Get out of there.
Yeah, she's
when you saw
that
fight scene, it was a good fight scene because she has no kind of, like, background fighting.
That shit is not a fight.
So the fact she kind of held it down and it looked believable because she looked like she was kind of, like, stopping it. Like, she was not really fighting back, but she was kind of, like, defense moves and shit like that.
Oh, she caught him with that big ass fist though.
Oh.
Clean that dude's clock.
My man said clean the clock. That shit always makes me laugh, yo.
bro, he got that clock was definitely clean after his shit was wiped clean, bro. That's a big fist to get hit by, boy. I was like, oh my God.
Damn, that's just wild, dude. I think they have her. Let me see if I can open up this slide here. Nope. Can I? They have.
But then I got annoyed at the fucking friend at the end. You was this whole time and you didn't tell me. You didn't. Yeah, bitch. You was talking bad about her. Why would she tell you?
Word.
1,000%.
Like if you're talking bad about, like, if I had a secret identity and I was fighting crime, and then one of you guys are like, "Oh, you see that idiot going around fighting crime at night and shit like that, bro? Fucking idiot, for a moron. He's doing horrible for the city, man. Hope somebody put a cap in that nigga." So why would I come out and say? Why would I come out and say, "Yo, bro, that's me"?
That's me, bro.
Yeah,
you ain't fucking lying, bro.
Oh man.
Like it's the fucking lie?
Expectation. It's the unrealistic expectation of it all, bro. Like, since you bashed the hell out of her character, then you expect her to tell you it was her? She probably wanted to tell you that you fucked it up.
Yeah. Oh, that's just awkward.
That shit's wild, dude. Like, I don't know, man. But yeah, it definitely, like Fred said, like it felt a little rushed.
Yeah.
It felt a little rushed.
It was
like,
too fast of a flip, bro. It was like, bro. Oh, she said I was going to my wedding. I help out after the wedding. That's legit what she said. I hope. No, we went to thousands of years for this. We're gonna kill the family. What?
I'm gonna go home.
Oh, shiz.
Yep.
That's gotta be like last episode.
That shit looks fire though.
Yeah, bro.
That's gonna be like the very last episode.
Oh,
I see a blue face.
Yep.
To the Creed, right?
Oh, let's go.
Yo, the Creed definitely needs some kind of redemption because like Ronan definitely like didn't do them justice. Even though Ronan was a dope character, but like, yeah, they did. You had an option to bring him back twice, right? You brought him back for Captain Marvel, and that kind of like fell on his face. Like you brought back Ronan.
Nothing in that shit.
Yeah, it was super whack, man. But yeah, this episode was really dope, man. I really enjoyed it. Like I'm having fun with these shows. Like I'm not expecting much. I'm not going into it thinking that this is gonna go like this. There's no fan theories. There's no hype. It's just like you go into it fresh, and you kind of like you. It's good. You could tell like the people, the team that's setting these things up, like have a love for this character and have a love for this kind of self-contained story, but yet keeping it connected by referencing that shit. So that's pretty good. I like that. I truly enjoy this shit.
Yo, so I
just wish that.
Go ahead, finish.
No. I was gonna just say I wish we could just binge it.
Oh
Yeah.
Always. I think every stream episode should be able to binge, but that's just me.
Yeah.
But I'm wondering how she's gonna convince her mother to go to India though, or Pakistan. It's Pakistan they gotta go to. Right?
She might not go with her.
The fact that the grandmother has that second bangle is huge.
No, the
grandmother
grandmother
see that vision.
She said, "Oh no," she said both of them gotta come. It's not. It wasn't an option. So y'all both gotta come.
There's something. This is 100% something that the mother's not telling us. She knows a lot. She's not saying.
She knows because the moment she saw the bangle in the first episode, when she saw that bangle, she's like, "Nah, give me that shit."
Garbage.
She's like, "Nah, give me that shit."
Put it away.
But it's garbage. But she didn't throw it out. She put it in the attic.
If she knows about those bangles and about those powers, that means she's able to recognize the powers when she sees it, whatever on the news. She's like, that has to be Kamala. And she's saying anything. It's like, she's probably like, I always knew kind of shit. I knew it was you. I just was waiting for you to tell me. She's like, are you going to tell me? She said, she's like, are you going to tell me what's going on with you? She's like, nah, nothing's going on. She's like, all right, I don't believe you. So, I don't know.
Did you pull the fire alarm? Why are you not talking about things? Yo, and she's like lying to her whole family, bro. Like,
she's on cancel this here too.
Oh my gosh.
Yo, Chris's face was like.
Chris is the only one that freaked out about. Everybody just they're like, all right, it's cool.
Yo,
Chris freaked out. Chris freaked out. He's like,
you know what it is, man?
And then he called it out. He's like, "Oh, YouTube, don't cancel us, please."
For me, it's all about discretion, bro. I heard that. I was like, all right, cool. I'm gonna keep it moving.
It's all right. We all have our messed up moment on here. Like I did that. Freshman for the disabled kid. Fresh had the disabled kid. Like, you have a moment.
Okay, let's go.
Okay, let's go.
Man, listen. We not on this platform. We're not perfect. We're not always not gonna get it right.
Oh man. Yeah, we just gonna edit that part out, yo. Just blur me out when I said that shit.
Yeah, bro. So yeah, man. So Ms. Marvel, for me, this episode definitely gets like I've been giving it 4 out of 5. Like, it's been a solid 4 out of 5. How about you guys?
I don't know. I think I give it a 4.5. I really like this episode. Yeah. I can't really find nothing wrong that I want to complain about. Other than like how disrespectful those fucking cops were to the mosque when they showed up, yo. Like, other than that kind of rubbed me the wrong way. But I mean, they kind of did put them in their place at the same time. But it's like, He's like, yo, next time take off your shoes when you come in here. So, like,
Yeah.
but it was like, yo,
Yeah.
other than that,
Yeah, it made it seem like that division is kind of like racist, like like the ice version of the soups and shit. It was kind of weird, and it seems like the guy
are the ice version of the soups, man. Look how they were wrestling Peter Parker and and Far From No Way Home. No Way Home. I keep mixing up Far From Home. Though. It's No Way Home. Spider-Man No Way Home. They were harassing the shit out of Peter Parker, yo.
Yeah, and then the guy that's running it that was in No Way Home was pretty much like, he's like, hey, listen, like they're already under screw kind of shit. Like the feds already watching them. Like he was telling them kind of like almost like back off on that. Like you don't need to do all that. That's doing too much. That's why we haven't seen him.
Yeah, your damage control. You're supposed to be finding like freaking alien tech or whatever shit that you find on the battle scene and getting rid of that. You're not supposed to be harassing human beings, man.
Yo, whatever guns they used was crazy. It was like some sonic wave shit. That shit was dope. I was like, oh shit, that's some new shit.
It looked like some mini version of the shit they was using on the Hulk back in his movie.
They had the stormtrooper stun guns.
Oh, that they had set up on the tanks.
Set it to stun.
They need to set it to. They need to set it to auto aim because them niggas can hit shit. Like stormtroopers, set it to stun. Set it to auto aim. Let the gun aim for you. Cause y'all motherfuckers can't hit nothing. Miraculously, somebody they shot 2 women in the last episode. So let me give them some credit. They actually able to hit something for a change.
Yep. All right, that's what's up. So, I mean, I gave it a 4. I'm gonna give it a 4.5. Fresh Prince.
I give it a solid 4. It's keeping me interested. Like I said, they're not overdoing it. I'm just enjoying the ride right now. It was nothing that really amazed me about it, but at the same time, I'm really enjoying the ride. I'm having a good time with just everything, the directing. Like you guys mentioned, another thing with the DODC or whatever they are, like. I'm not gonna lie, it was a couple points in this one and probably the last episode too where I really felt like it hit home, and I'm like, yo, what the fuck is wrong with these people? Like, I really felt that, but at the same time, that's good writing. I feel directing because they made me feel something for these characters that we watching on TV. So I'm just enjoying the whole ride. The dive into continual dives into their backgrounds and religions and community. I'm just loving the whole ride, so I hope it doesn't take a dip. I'm enjoying everything. So yeah, it's a solid 4.
Yo, is it just me? Or sorry, I know Stinky's supposed to give his score, but hold on. Is it just me or it's like Bruno look like he's gonna turn evil, man?
This whole thing is this fucking.
Yeah, bro.
It's his origin story.
Yeah, even when like the father was trying to help him with the thing, he had like this angry, annoyed look on his face, like, and I'm like, yo, this kid look like he's gonna go evil, bro. Like, I don't know.
He got smacked pretty hard, hit that wall dumb hard. I think he broke his arm or some shit. I'm like, God damn, they held no punches with him. I was watching an interview with him on YouTube, so I was getting like Peter Parker vibes from him. Like he felt like he had that kind of like goofy face. Kind of like had the same build, and then he said that he was one of the finalists for Spider-Man. He said Tom Holland beat him out. I was like, oh shit!
You know what's funny? I can see it though.
Yeah. I had got those vibes. Oh shit, he looks like a little Peter Parker, like funny looking, like what I mean, short, scrawny.
They were probably like, "Yo, this kid is so good, we got to put him on one of our future products." And there you go, Miss Marvel.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So they might have something. They might have something for him.
Yeah, they probably will do something.
He's gonna be somebody. You can tell.
Yeah,
he's gonna be somebody. I don't know who he's gonna be.
He's gonna end up leaving because I don't think he was. I don't think he turned. I don't think he turned in the comics. So they could do that with him. I see it if he goes and takes a scholarship and just leaves because she hype off a homeboy that just popped in. You never know. He might be depressed and that's his origin story. Like Soul said, man. It's his villain origin story right here.
Next episode, like when she doesn't like, he'd be like, "But yo, his family tried to kill you. He betrayed you," and she's gonna like still accept the new guy. I think that's what he's gonna be done with her. He's like, "Yo, I'm out, bro. I just broke her arm for this chick, and she's still over here chasing Kylo Ren, while I'm over here screaming Ray every goddamn time. No, sorry, sorry, I mixed up.
Nah,
the shows.
you're right though. I think we still need one more conversation or event to happen. Like you said, I think it will happen, but they need to have one more altercation, and then I see it happening just like that, bro. Just like you said.
Plot twist. He's Hobgoblin.
He's Hobgoblin.
What's your score,
Ned right
Chris?
there. Ned holding that down.
4.5.
That's what's up. That's a good score, man. This is like Fresh Prince said. I'm enjoying the ride, and I'm going into it with nothing, no expectations, and I'm loving every minute of it. It's fun. Doesn't feel like it's going too fast. And like it's perfect. It's good pacing. Yo, to jump off this real quick, I heard plot details of Black Panther 2, and I think we might just like this. I know that we wanted Chasmin back, right? We're not gonna get a recast.
Did you
But
say
what
dislike or like?
I said we're gonna like this.
Oh, okay. I thought I heard dislike. I was like,
You're hearing a lot of
Yeah,
shit
I'm about
that's
to-
not.
Yeah, I was about to
well,
say,
you're also cutting it out. So
So what's happening is that the suit is stolen, and this person is going around doing Black Panther shit, but we never know who's in the suit the whole entire time until the end. So you're gonna get Black Panther appearances, but it's not gonna be T'Challa, but it's gonna be someone that stole the suit, and they're trying to get that suit back. I'm not sure if that's a real leak, or I'm not sure, but I think that's pretty dope if we could get to see the suit again, because I think that's what we kind of like. We want to see the suit.
Or here's how I fixed it for them. We had T'Challa from another parallel universe, because who knows who Spider-Man is? T'Challa. So of course, it's T'Challa from another universe who knows who Spider-Man is. Come to this universe, thinking, "Hey, where's my suit?" Pick up the suit, put on the chain, and guess what? You have the new Black Panther right there. I fixed it for you, Marvel.
You're wrong though. I can't be mad at that. You're wrong.
I mean, I think that's what we all want. I think we all want that, but we're not gonna get that. I mean, they already made it clear. So I don't know who has the suit. I don't know if that's gonna be a real plot detail, but the trailer is coming out. It's gonna be, I think, attached to Thor: Love and Thunder. So we're gonna get that.
Oh no, man!
Well, yeah, so,
I know, God forbid we cast a black superhero that inspired everybody to go to the fucking movie theaters and watch him.
Yeah,
God forbid we do that.
Yeah,
Lord of mercy. We recast Superman how many goddamn times? How many times we recast Batman?
Yeah, I don't know how this shit got so complicated.
We recasted Batman. Why there was another Batman playing Batman? There's two Batmans right now. There's two Batmans. Like what? We have two Captain Americas. There's still Chris Evans Captain America that's around there somewhere, and we got Sam Wilson Captain America.
We're still, which is still, he's not even being recognized still as Captain America.
He's still, they still call him Falcon.
Yeah. The timeline is all fucked up. We don't know nothing. Everything is like, you're like, yo, like we don't know. We don't know. We have no idea what movie is what. Yeah, I think even Disney was confused about Doctor Strange. You know, they got the chronological order. They fucked up on that shit.
Well, it's somewhere.
They put it right after Eternals.
So then, if it's after Eternals, you mean to tell me none of them recognize a big ass celestial being popping up in the sky?
Exactly. Yep. Exactly.
Yo.
Like that's something you will see all over the world because it popped up in the sky, or hovering over the earth. Everybody all over the world will see it. Everybody.
Where was Doctor Strange during that shit?
Everybody in the daylight part of the world, maybe the nighttime part of the world, but the daylight part of the world, they would see that shit. Everybody was in the daylight part of the world would see that shit.
Yo,
forget seeing all that.
Would Doctor Strange have sensed it? coming?
Man,
I mean, I'm gonna give
the
I'm gonna give the hand a
right
pass
now.
because it's in the middle of the ocean. The head is in the middle of the ocean, so I'm gonna give it a pass. They're probably looking
A
at it.
hand and a
On
head.
the news right now, bro. You don't think they put that shit on the news?
I'm like, bro, they probably like, oh, look, a new rock formation. They're probably like, oh, a new rock formation from the ocean. What the hell is coming?
Bro.
This shit is nuts right now, bro.
Astrophysics right now is losing their shit, bro. Like anything that was to pop up like that with that much mass, bro, that shit changes the axis of the world, how the world spins. It's no longer a sphere.
Levels, everything changes, bro. That shit is, yo.
Yeah, it definitely would disrupt the gravitational pull.
Yeah, like come on, dude. So they fixed it, but like I guess I don't know, man. They don't know what the fuck they doing. That's what I'm saying. I think that Phase 4 has been very like somewhat weak. Like I think that Endgame kind of like
Phase 4, we
like,
taking that.
Yeah, like Endgame fucked everything up. Like it was just took away a lot of the characters. Yeah.
You know what it is? I think they should have took a timeout. Not focus on any phases. They should have took a timeout. Just told little one-off stories with the superheroes, like you know how they had Spider-Man with the Far From Home. Like he had his little story after Endgame and stuff like that. And, you know, do little stories that they should have took a timeout because right now this whole shit looking crazy right now. They're all over the place.
You know what? I think they're trying to rush into the next big projects. That's what it is.
Yeah, but it took 10 years to get to Endgame.
Yeah, that's what they don't want to do. They don't want another 10 years to get to Secret Wars.
Yeah, they're trying to do it every 3 to 5 now.
Yeah, Secret Wars. That's a big project, man. That's not something that's. There's a lot of characters in that bitch.
Yeah,
I mean, there's a lot of characters.
They don't want to take 10 years to get there.
I kind of don't want to take 10 years to get there. Who knows what's gonna happen in 10 years?
Mm-hmm.
You know, so they're trying to get that. They're trying to rush that shit. You know, fucking Kevin Feige, like, yo, how many more years he's got directing before he fucking retires? Like,
he's gonna be.
That movie niggas never retire.
He's a producer, bro. He's never gonna be producing forever.
He's not retiring. Producers don't retire. They stay in that shit forever. Look at fucking Jerry Bruckheimer.
Yep.
That boy's old as dirt, and he's still out there producing, man, for Disney and all kinds of shit.
Even fucking Steven Spielberg, man. He puts his name on any project.
Yep.
He's executive producer for all the Transformers. Like he's in them shits. You know what I mean? Like it's all about how you put this money up. If you feel like it's lucrative, they're gonna put their money up. Mm-hmm. So Kevin Feige right now is making bank. This is what 27 movies in. He's banking, and plus he did like the X-Men. You know, he did X-Men. He did all that extra shit. So he was in the mix.
Spider-Man. Yeah, he didn't produce it. Yeah, he was there. He was there learning. Though.
Yeah, for the second one, right? He was there learning, right? The second movie. Like he already knew. So, and mind you, got mad shit going on. And he got Star Wars shit that's happening. Taika Waititi is gonna be the next director for the next trilogy. So he's the next he's the next director for the whatever new comes out as far as movie verse. I don't know how that plays out, man. Thor Love.
He's the next director for the Avengers, non-Avengers trilogy.
No, for Star Wars.
Star Wars.
Oh.
Yeah. He's doing something totally separate from all of this shit. So, yeah, he's figuring that out now.
Well, I mean, the Skywalker story is done, so they're not revisiting that shit. They say so.
Yeah. So supposedly
the shows nothing.
Supposedly the Taika Waititi project is the Kevin Feige project. Because Kevin Feige was working on a Star Wars, and I think he's working with Taika on this. So
that's crazy.
It's good, man.
If they make a better shit, they make something better.
That's a good
Force Awakens trilogy.
They got Michael Waldron
I don't think
right
it's gonna be that far-fetched, though.
That's a nice trio they got.
Yeah, it's a nice trio, man. I heard they say Thor: Love and Thunder has some like it's like a mixed bag of reactions. So, but Ragnarok was a mixed bag as well. So I like Ragnarok. I think Ragnarok was solid for me. So,
yeah, who didn't like Ragnarok? I mean,
I love Ragnarok. I could watch that movie over and over again.
yeah, that's just hilarious to me, bro. That's just and it's. I feel like each Thor movie showed homage to like the different version of Thor throughout the years of the comics. Like the first one was like his early run. They talked more like how he was in the beginning, like with the taketh this and the hey Hulk monster and all that other shit and for Asgard shit. And then like the second movie was more like when he was more mixed with Earth.
Mother knoweth he wears her drapes.
Yeah.
Shakespeare
But yeah, like in the first movie they were talking like Shakespearean, and then like the second movie they kind of eased up off it because now he mixed up with Earth a little bit more, and then like the third movie was just full on, just how he is now, his personality. Like he cracks jokes and he's more like lighthearted and stuff like that. Like I feel like they did justice with the Thor trilogy.
It's funny because I was watching the fucking the Marvel the whatchamacallit, the red carpet, and Chris Pratt was talking and it was asking questions about like, you know, Taika Waititi took over the Guardians and how was directing versus him and James Gunn. It was like he was perfect. Like he took his own spin and he added some things that he kind of like said F you to James Gunn, like, hey, deal with this, see how you deal with that. And he was like, what do you mean? He was like, well, you find out how James Gunn deals with the goats. And it's like, did he just spoil that the goats are gonna be in the fucking Guardians movie? They're gonna be around. So let's see how he does with the goats. And it was actually a question like how directors normally would do shit like that when they take on other properties from other directors to put things in to see how they like almost like a gag.
Yeah.
So they said the goats are really loud. Like they just screaming.
Goats, yeah, hell yeah. Like all that for no fucking reason, bro.
Yeah, he's like the goats are like I think the Guardians picked them up. The Guardians was the one that obtained the goats for Thor, and those are like in the spaceship yelling, but they yell.
Oh my god!
The yelling they do is what brings the Bifrost. So that shit is gonna be fucking like crazy.
I could imagine like the freaking ghosts being in the ship and they keep summoning the Bifrost, so the ship just keeps going to random fucking places. Like fuck.
That's just crazy, man. I'm looking forward to it. That's 2 weeks. That's 2 weeks from now. I hate when they do these these references. That's like 2 weeks before we get to see it, because like these influencers. Well, good thing I'm not on TikTok. I heard the influencers are going crazy, spoiling shit. I'm like, that's fucked up, bro. You give these people the wrong access. They don't know how to act.
That's not
like
sure.
2 weeks.
If I was Disney, I'd be looking at, okay, he spoiled, sue him.
Yep.
Sue him. Anyone who's spoiling stuff, get the lawyers out.
Get that cease and desist.
Yeah, like they hate when they do that shit. When they get these whack ass, these influencers that they're all there for hype. They don't know. They haven't even read a fucking comic book, bro. They motherfuckers act like they know everything.
Cease and desist. I think when you go to the premiere, you got to sign a disclosure. Like you can't
you definitely signing an NDA. Definitely.
So I mean, they messing up. They talking about it, and they went to that premiere. They bugging.
Well, hey, listen. To let you guys know, like Disney, DC, man. If you need to do like a New York premiere, invite us, bro. We're not gonna see nothing.
I'll go to New Jersey.
I don't know. We signed up NDAs.
Shit, girl, I'll go to any premiere. You pay for the flight too. I'll go.
Put it up.
Here we go. We be the most awkward bunch. We not media trained. You gonna say something fucked up on the red carpet?
Nigga, we gonna go to the red carpet. Nigga, like who the fuck are they?
Yeah, that shit was fire.
I'm just gonna be like, hey, what's up?
Zero context, bro. And then we're gonna get wild fucking YouTube hate by like haters and shit. They gonna replay what fucking Red said earlier about him doing the pseudo accent. They look at this guy. Guy doesn't. Making fun of.
Hey, that's what I'm saying. I'm saying from now, you better go back and blur that shit out, man. Because Stinky definitely spilled the beans too. Like, it would have been fine if Stinky didn't like make a big deal of it. Stinky was over here like, "Oh God, YouTube's about to cancel us."
Oh man, listen. We take that in, but man, that's what we want to do. To be honest, we want to be invited to these things and have content for y'all. Like, yo, this is what we saw. This is how we, experience, the situation. Like, let's get those invites, man. Send us those invites, bro. Oh man. So what the fuck were we just talking about before we got here?
Well, we were talking about the goats.
Obi-Wan.
No, the goats.
And people spoiling the premieres.
Yeah, yep. Yeah, so that's gonna be fun. That's gonna be a fun watch. I can't wait for this movie to drop. So what else we got down the pipe? Oh shit! You guys want to talk about Kenobi? Or you guys want to talk about the boys first?
Ooh, we got two topics. Nice.
So the boys.
So the boys. I'm all caught up, man. I got sad. I was like, oh man, this is the last one. Well, not last one, but like I'm like, oh, there's no more. I was binging. I had like 8 hours of the boys. Like I was calling people cunts all fucking day.
Oh, William Butcher.
Yeah, it's like this fucking cunt here.
What a right cunt you are.
A right proper cunt.
Right proper cunt you are.
So Huey, his fucking powers is so fucking odd and weird, bro. Like, what are you doing?
It totally fits him.
It definitely does.
Teleport, he's naked again.
Perfect.
How far did you make it in this episode? Did you see his teleport skills in this episode?
I did not, man. It's stupid.
All right, so I'm not gonna say nothing. Good thing I asked. Good thing I asked. Good thing I asked.
Wait, hold on.
I thought you did. Wait. You just said you were all caught up. You didn't see today's episode?
He saw half of it.
Half of it because the show had to start. So I mean, it's
episode
crazy.
Herogasm.
Today's episode was the Herogasm. Yeah.
Okay, I'm caught up then. I just wanted to make sure.
Yeah, no.
That shit is wild, though. Like, do you think MM is gonna take the shot?
Yep.
I mean, in the comic books, they all have powers, so I think they're all going to take the shot eventually.
What do you think? What do you think he's going to be his power though? Like that shit he's gonna be like a brawler, like a tank.
I think wasn't his shit super strength, if I'm not mistaken.
I think so.
I didn't check the comics out, so I don't know.
It's been a
while.
I mean, in the comics, they all have super strength. It's not They don't like they gave Butcher more powers in the TV show than he in the comics. In the comics they took the shot and they all got like superhuman strength or something like that.
It seems like Butcher's powers is like it's reminiscent to Homelander.
Yeah, it's baby Homelander. It's baby Homelander powers. Yep.
He doesn't fly yet, unless he started flying. I don't know. He does.
Nah, he doesn't. Can't fly right now.
That pause, I'm like, oh yeah.
No, I had to think about it, but I said, nah, he doesn't. Can't fly.
He doesn't.
Okay, all right.
I think whatever powers you're gonna have, you have it as soon as you take the shot. You don't develop more. So I think he's only gonna have like the eye beams and the super strength.
Yeah, the season 3, like the second season was pretty good. The third season kind of like went off with the gore. Like it just went like, all right, cool. We don't give a fuck about anything, cancellation or whatever. Like we're gonna let this show showrunners do what they want to do. You could tell.
They definitely showed that with the first fucking episode. They showed that shit. That was the biggest AO moment of my life, bro.
Did you know that the fucking thing was practical? Was a practical set? Like
they made they made a big giant size thing for the person to go through. Yeah, yeah.
Oh my god!
I heard when they were talking about it. It was like, yo, when they walked outside, they saw the big giant. I was like, oh my god, yo, that'd be crazy, bro. Like,
and the funny thing is, when I'm watching this shit, I didn't think. I was like, oh, she's like, oh, I want you in me. I thought he was gonna just go like, the butt play shit, and he just pulled the dick out. I'm like, no.
Oof. Bomb on top. What's up?
Yeah, who it is? What up?
I don't know, but they know Devon.
There you go. You got yourself. You got some peeps in here, bro. Yo, thank you for stopping by, man.
Appreciate you stopping by.
Yeah, man, that shit was wild, dude. I saw that shit. Yo, my man, I cringed.
Word.
And I'm like, when he started to like look like he was gonna sneeze, I was like, oh no, oh hell.
You know, at first when I saw it, I thought he was in there. He was going like it kind of stinks in here, and then I realized, oh no, this motherfucker about to sneeze.
Oh, what up, John? What's up, John?
Oh my god.
Arizona, right?
What's good, bro?
Yeah, I think he moved to Arizona, right? Yeah, Arizona. Beautiful place. I went there like early this year. I had a good time. That shit was like New York weather. Yeah, dude, that shit was wild. Dude. I'm like, oh shit, he's gonna fucking sneeze. I'm like, he's gonna fucking embiggen. That shit was crazy.
Word.
Yeah, they just shitting on all these characters. Like they just gave an Ant-Man to be a cokehead, and yeah, induce a fucking OD too. They put him in a small ass pack and then shook it. I said that's fucked up, bro.
Oh man.
Yeah, man, that was very gruesome. Even
like the gorilla panic on Frenchie face though. He said he's trying to crawl up my ass.
Oh man.
He's trying to crawl up my ass. And he had a gorilla panic. Yo.
I knew Frenchie wasn't gonna die, but that shit had me on edge, man. I'm not even going front, man. Like,
oh yeah,
crazy. That is crazy.
That shit's wild, dude. What do you call it, Soldier Boy? I kind of like his character though. Like he's a beast, and then, you felt the weight of his shield when he was trying to like pick it up.
Yeah.
That shit, I was like, oh, you feel the heat? They always touching my fucking shield, bro.
For some reason, bro, I still see Dean Winchester, bro. It's like yo, I don't see Soldier Boy. I see Dean Winchester pretend to be Soldier Boy.
See,
like he talks like Dean Winchester and everything, bro.
I don't have the connection because I never watched that shit. You talking about Supernatural, right?
Yeah.
I never watched Supernatural, so I
watched like a few episodes and then I just kind of fell off it.
Yeah, me too.
I don't.
Yeah. It's a long watch, man. It's not for the faint of heart, yo. Stick with Supernatural that long.
It's 15 seasons, in, right?
Yeah, 15 seasons.
Yeah.
The series is done though. The series is done.
Was that the CW?
Yeah, CW. Yeah.
So
they filmed the final season.
So you know if it's CW, there's like 23 episode season.
Each season, yep.
That's just...
Yep.
Is it really?
Yeah, it's like 20.
Probably.
Yep.
Oh my god.
Yeah, it's about the 20 plus episodes.
Yep.
And they're like an hour each.
Yep.
That's a lot of content. That's a lot of fucking content, bro. So yeah, I could imagine someone not be able to kind of remove that character from Supernatural because that's all he's done, I think, right? I mean, he's in the other projects, but like he's known for that.
I mean, for the most part, yeah, he played voice of Red Hood for one of the DC animation, and he played the voice of Batman as well.
One of the best animation fucking DC films under the Red Hood was my favorite.
Yeah,
I liked him as Batman too. I think he did good in that one.
Yeah, he did. He did good. Yeah, but I mean,
it's a good Batman voice.
For the most part, yeah, it's been the Dean Winchester. That's his notoriety. His notoriety role.
That's a staple right there.
Nobody remembers him from Smallville or from Days of Our Lives or some shit like that. Even though he told a funny story that like he thought a fan that recognized him. He's like, he thought he was going to say Supernatural, and he's like, Days of Our Lives, right? And he's like, he's like, what?
Caught him off guard.
Yeah, it caught him off guard. He thought he was gonna say Supernatural. But he said Days of Our Lives, right? Yeah, I remember you. And they started asking him Days of Our Lives question. He said, it felt weird that he had to go that far back in his memory bank to remember Days of Our Lives stuff. Yeah,
That's
but
Yeah. Oh, it's fucking hot in here.
But Supernatural though, it started off as like one way. It started off as like, you know, they did like
real quick. I don't want to cut you off, but my man was sleeping.
He was?
Yeah. That's what you turn on the ET right now. Yo, my man was like this. Yo, I literally saw one eye closed.
Bro, it got warm, man. It got warm, man. It's making me a little sleepy.
He's just warm.
Yo, he was falling asleep when he chimed into that conversation. He was like, "Yeah, man, that's what he did." My man was half asleep, but he pulled the dog. My man just jumped in the conversation. Yo, that's what shit. I saw him.
Yo, my eyes started glazing. Like,
bro, I've been there. Yo. I've been there, bro.
I was like, "Ooh, this he got me."
I've knocked out on stream a couple of times, yo.
I've seen it.
It's all good.
Yeah, I know you've seen it.
We almost there, man. We almost at the finish line.
But I would say Supernatural. It starts off with the folklore. Like it started off with like the
Bloody Mary,
like real life folklores of like haunted stuff. It started off with stuff like that, and then it transitioned to like demon shit, then it transitions to angel shit, then angel versus demons, and then versus other entities and other gods and other belief systems of like different it evolved each season. It didn't stay like the same, so it never got boring, you know. Well, at least to me it never got boring. But
and next thing you know, it turned into Devil May Cry.
So there's another season that's being done, or is finished?
No, they're done. The series is done. You can actually watch the whole series now from beginning to end. It's completely done. It's on Netflix has them now for right now. You can stream it on Netflix if you want to watch.
Well, I believe Hero Gasm. I think there's one more episode next week. I think it's season finale
two more
of
episodes.
The Boys. It's two more.
Boys normally have 8 episodes each season.
Okay, so 8. So we got some time, so we can kind of like circle back. We'll circle back on this shit and kind of do like a full on review. But as of right now, season 3 is pretty solid. I am enjoying it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, season 3 is fire.
Yeah,
The Boys is fire, period, man. I just love that show.
On fire.
The Boys is fire.
Word,
That's outside, man. There was some shit going on, man.
He said, my man was quick with that shit. Who else's house is on fire?
Listen, let me make sure you're not stopping in front of my place, yo.
That shit happened before.
Close, bro.
That shit did happen before.
Word.
My man's building was on fire. He was still on stream, bro. He didn't even leave.
No, I'm good.
It was somebody's apartment on fire. It wasn't my apartment, so it was good. Like my building is the kind of building where the shit don't spread. It stays inside the apartment.
Yeah, same on mine. My sister freaking I was at work. Was I at work? I was not home. But she was like, this was before last year's Comic-Con, and she was like building her cosplay. And she was like, I need to go to your apartment to borrow your balcony so I could spray paint the helmet. I was like, okay, fine. You know, she freaking FaceTimes me. She's just pointing at another balcony, and flames are just bursting out of this fucking balcony. I'm like, why are you still there? And she's like, it's on the 3rd floor. You're on the 5th floor. You're fine. It's like the hell?
Yeah, as long as you keep the doors open, the fire's contained. Keep the door open, and you fuck.
Yeah, they said don't come out your apartment. That's what they told us. They gave us the updated notice because after what happened in the Bronx when the whole building burned down or some shit like that, they started sending out the fire notices, and they were like, in case of a fire in the building, like the fire stays contained to the apartment that it's in. So if there's a fire, keep your door closed, don't leave your apartment or whatever like that. They said unless instructed to by the FDNY.
Yeah, crazy. Well, so the boys, man, we're gonna. After the show, I'm gonna finish it so I can be finally like up to date. We talk about it next week. Talk about the next episode. I'm definitely gonna catch the next episode during my lunch so I don't fall behind. We can talk about it in more detail. So up next, man, we got Obi-Wan Kenobi. Okay, I
Obi-Wan.
listen. I normally listen. Yo, Red was my ride or die yesterday. I put a joke on the group chat and my man was dying.
Bro, it was funny. I laugh at
Yo.
funny jokes.
that shit had me dying. But yo, listen, in all seriousness, I had a better time with this episode versus any episode throughout the whole shit. It was a good close. It felt special.
Yo, what the hell? Shut up, man.
The show felt special. It felt special, and I liked it, and I wish that it was like that during the whole entire. Even Reva's character was like, okay, she's giving me like some really good acting chops. Like she's crying, you feel it in herself. Like she's outside of Reva. She's like acting like outside of Reva. And I'm like, she felt believable. She felt vulnerable, and I like that about that. I like that they've really like stepped it up with this. I have no problems, other than the obvious things, right? Like Luke being chased by, maybe or maybe not. He didn't see the lightsaber when he was being chased. I don't think he did. But
She
like,
never had it on. She didn't have it on chasing him.
Mm-hmm.
I think she did turn it on once.
Nah, well, she turned it on when he was
To
already
fight
knocked
Owen.
out on the floor.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, when she was fighting Owen, he was in the room the whole time. Cause I see. All right, this is the thing. I knew this is the spoiler I was talking about that I never told you guys in the beginning that I heard about. What I heard people complaining about is that, how is he not gonna remember this and whatever. So when it came to this, I definitely paid attention. She had it on, but he was locked in the room the whole time. When she came in the room, he was already on his way outside.
He's climbing
Like,
out the roof,
moms,
When
the moms came, distracted her for a second. He was already on his way outside. I'm sorry. I apologize. On Baru, y'all know what I mean, the foster moms, whatever you want to call it. But yeah, so on Baru, distracted or whatever, he was already on his way out. And then he started booking it. From the beginning, he already said something about Tusken Raiders. He never turned around. He booked it and was out from then. So she never turned it on chasing him until he was already knocked out on the floor, and then she turned it on about to kill him, and then whatever happened. So in that aspect, I think they handled it very well as far as trying to squeeze between canon. Never saw it, so I feel like that's not an issue.
Okay, so I stand corrected. All right, so I thought maybe she did, but she didn't. All right, but then the end part, right, when he's like, you want to meet him. Mm-hmm. In my head, I'm like, he's like, no thanks, like, let's, I'm just gonna just bounce. He's like, yeah, I'll meet him. So now Luke has met Ben already, versus seeing him 9 years later talking about, yeah, who are you? You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. It felt that's like the only obvious thing.
He always referenced old Ben, the hermit.
Yeah, he knew of him. He just didn't know who he was.
Yeah, they didn't have a relationship like that. So I felt like that's how they tied it up pretty nicely.
Okay.
Cause
overall, I had a good time.
Yeah, in episode 4, he used to call him Old Ben. He said, "Old Ben," because they were telling him like, "Old Ben," whatever, blah blah blah. But then he didn't know that he's like a Jedi and all that. So he didn't. That's why he was more like saying, "Who are you?" About like what? Like who are you? Why do you have these abilities and shit? Mm-hmm. That part, yeah, I agree with Fresh Prince on that one.
All right, that makes sense.
But that Leia shit, you was right though.
What happened?
that Leia shit, you were right. Fresh was right about though.
Nah, but all right. So I could just express
he fought on my father, Clone Wars.
I feel like in that moment,
you saving my
and
life,
it could.
though.
But I don't feel it wasn't about that though, bro. It wasn't about that. Like, all right, hold on. You can have
He's
an
done again.
experience like
He's
that,
done
right?
again. Hold on. Hold on.
We gotta wait for
Before
him
you-
to come back.
Yeah, you gotta wait.
Gotta wait for him to come back.
Yo, sorry, bro. I know you want to get your point across. But yo, he got me. He said, sorry, I don't remember you saying my life.
This was your response from the chat. Now we got it live action.
Oh my god. All right, sorry, bro. Go ahead. Oh my god.
He said that shit like he was Daria, bro. Like, yeah, father for the Clone Wars, yeah, but you don't remember me. It's just like, it's so fucking true. It's so true. It's like no kind of like familiarized response in that message to Obi-Wan. Like, Obi-Wan Kenobi, you know what I mean? Like, it was like, yo, bro, you remember me? You know, you saved my life 18,000 times.
Mm-hmm.
Come save me.
About her life, though. It was about the mission. Like, it was about the rebels versus the Empire. And of course, like, I'm not gonna try to disagree with y'all. This is a movie that was made first, so it's like try to reach for emotions that wasn't there originally. You know what I'm saying? So all I'm saying is it doesn't break canon. You know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to say like, yeah, there's no familiarity in the message or whatever the case. But at the end of the day, to connect this, and it's not even like it's forced to me. Like, you could say it's forced or not, but at the end of the day, you look at it in the future as she's looking for his help as a general. This is more like Clone Wars to me than this situation of this little kidnapping and what happened with her when she was younger. It's more about, we need Obi-Wan, the general from the Clone Wars that worked with my father to help this rebellion conquer the Empire. It's not about this personal, me being kidnapped right now by Darth Vader situation. And that's how I look at it in the overall telling of the situation.
Well,
now, if it didn't fit, trust me, I would say it didn't fit. But like, this is my connecting of the tissue to it.
Well, I mean, she said.
So go ahead. If y'all feel it doesn't connect, go ahead.
She sent the message before she was even like kidnapped by Vader. She sent the message to R2D2 to give the message to Obi-Wan, but it was before Vader even kidnapped her when she sent it. Secondly, like, if I'm pleading for you for help, I'm gonna use every like familiarity I have with you to get you to help me. So I am gonna bring up the fact that like, you saved my life all these years ago, and I need your help, and I need your help again, and all. I will bring up. That's something you're not gonna omit in your message for asking for help. You're gonna bring that up, bro. Like that's not. You're not gonna skip that part out. Like, yo, when I was a kid and I was kidnapped by the Empire, you came and you saved me, and the Empire is up to no good again, and I need your help again. But you're gonna bring that stuff up. That's not something you just omit out of the message.
Okay.
Yeah,
So
they kind of. I'm sorry to cut you off, bro, but
go ahead.
the show itself could have been without Leia entirely. You could have had Leia as
Definitely.
that first kidnapping, and then having her be kind of returned back to Alderaan. So then that message would make sense because she probably doesn't know him as much, right? It was one encounter, so like, I don't know. It just felt very like they bonded, and it was like no kind of like recognition.
Bonded,
bond.
they did more than bonded, bro. They held hands and were staring
Intimately
each other in the
held
eyes,
hands,
bro. They were
yeah.
like, yo.
Yeah.
So homegirl had a little baby crush. She had a crush.
Are you my dad?
Bro, come on. You saw the way she was looking at that dude. After they held hands, she was looking at the way she was looking at him. I said, yo, she had a crush. And it's normal. It's normal for females to have a crush on people that saved their lives, yo. That's a normal thing. But that's not something she's gonna omit out that message, bro. Like that message, like, yo, Obi-Wan, you saved my life when I was a kid. I need your help again. Like, you're gonna bring that up.
Yeah, it sounded super formal, but what, like you said, Fresh Prince, the movie was done in the 70s, right? You can't change anything that happened. I mean, it would. If George Lucas had the time and energy, he will digitize and add lines. You know what I mean? They'll put Hayden's face on Darth Vader when he takes the helmet off. It will be Hayden's face. He had the option to do. But
I mean, they put Hayden's
yeah, I
face
mean,
at the end of episode 6.
they did. They put his force
I heard,
code.
I heard they petitioned to change it back though. Didn't they petition to change it back?
They put a petition to change it back, but then I don't think they ever did. They
Yeah,
came
this is-
no
they
instead
definitely never
of
did.
undoing it, they came out with another high res version of the theoretical
Yeah,
release.
even cleaner.
Yeah, so you got the
Before
original guy with a cleaner, but they didn't entirely erase. They still had 2
Yeah,
versions.
The Apple TV. No, not Apple TV, but Disney Plus. The 4K version has Hayden at the end. You don't have an option to keep the old actor. That's fucked up. That's almost like you have say that actor was like your grandfather, right? You can't tell me like my grandfather was in Star Wars, right? Like he was in Star Wars.
You gotta pull out the VHS tape. You gotta pull out the
Word,
fucking
right?
VCR.
Yeah, you gotta pull out the original stuff because
CRT.
his
Well,
voice was dubbed.
That's how the original Jabba feels.
Yeah.
Oh,
Jabba
yeah.
Hutt, he was a human being before it became the big slug.
Even the original Emperor, the original Palpatine, my man had the fucking burgers in his eyes, bro. It was garbage. My man looked like he had pink eye.
I don't know if it was just me, like seeing that version before. Kinda like it seemed to me like they try to emulate that a little bit with the version of Palpatine at the end of this. I don't know if y'all ever seen that and got the same vibe as I did. But it seemed like they kind of melded it to look a little bit more like that version without looking too crazy.
This is why after they did the sequels, I said they should have redid 4, 5, and 6. And I mean, keep 4, 5. Don't like erase the original 4, 5, and 6. Like keep that there, but like make the new 4, 5, and 6 to match with the new storyline that you was trying to create with the prequel Anakin. You know what I mean? Like they should have redid all of that. Because even the ships in the prequel look way more better and advanced than the ships in the fucking 4, 5, and 6.
Yeah, because the ships in 4, 5, 6 were actually made from
Yeah,
sneakers.
it's supposed to.
I know, that's what I said. That they should have redid it. Like,
No, but it was supposed to look bad.
Try to watch
because
episode 3.
That's when time went along.
Try to watch episode 3 with the all that stuff that's going on, the ships, the lightsaber duels, and then watch episode 4 with the lightsaber duel between Obi-Wan Kenobi and Darth Vader. You're gonna be like, yo.
Yeah.
You're gonna be like, yo.
Yeah.
Like the only reason why we still hype that fight is because it's nostalgia. Like it's like, yo.
So I hated that they did that with 1, 2, and 3. Like everything looked nice and shiny, high tech, right? But then they kind of when they made episodes 7, 8, and 9, and even like Rogue One, they made everything kind of match episodes 4, 5, and 6, which I appreciated. Because 1, 2, and 3 was like, really, we went backwards in time. Like from 1, 2, and 3, our technology like downgraded after the 3rd episode.
Yeah,
because
I know it's not popular to say, but I know that's why I thought they should have redid. They should have redid 4, 5, and 6.
They should have just have more attention to detail in 1, 2, and 3, and make it not look like it's the future after 4, 5, and 6.
But that's the whole point, though, is that when the Empire takes over, everything gets worse. Like, there's no innovation in technology. There's no, like, everything is getting snuffed out, bro. Like, that's the point, is that everything is raggedy. It's getting run down. Like, the only people that have high-tech shit is the Empire. Like, there's no innovation.
And even that looks like shit.
I mean,
well, in the first episode in The Mandalorian, you saw the stormtroopers, but they looked like they were fucked up. Like their armor looked dirty, right? It didn't look pristine and shit.
Mm-hmm.
They fucking you call that what's the bikes called? I forgot the name of the bikes. The speeder bikes. Yeah, like they look like shit. They look like they look like not well maintained. So it makes sense, yeah. But I think the first prequels, they should have maybe used less CGI and more practical effects, because that's why Star Wars looked the way it did, because a lot of shit was practical. They didn't have the CGI in the 70s.
Yeah, but you know what though? If you take away all of that CGI and innovation from those prequels, we don't have like none of the technology and none of the shit we have in movies now.
Yeah,
Because
they need
George Lucas pushing the boundaries and creating ILM through all of that shit, bro, is what gave us movie experiences now. So
yeah,
I don't know.
all I know is they need to pay whoever that dude was that did that remake of Vader's and Obi-Wan's last fight. That shit was fire. They need to pay that dude whoever did that shit.
The dudes from Fix It and Post.
They need to pay that dude to fix the rest of the fights in the, in the trilogy. Because that lightsaber fight was fire, bro. I was like, okay.
Yeah.
And it looked like Alan McGuinness, and it looked like the original Darth Vader, but the fight was just fire, bro. Like they need to do that. Just replace those old fight scenes.
So like, once again, this is like the problem you have with like making prequels, right? Because you kind of stay in the same speed, the same realm at what's coming in the future, right? So like, you got Obi-Wan Kenobi with this amazing fight with Darth Vader at the end, right? I love that fight. That fight was amazing in the last episode. But like, in 9 years later, he becomes this kind of like, this old man, right? Like, times it must have been him. Them 9 years hit. And that battle.
That force training.
Yeah. And that battle with Darth Vader was like kind of like lackluster, right? It just kind of like a couple of zigs and him just slicing through his body. It just doesn't feel on brand. But once again, like, these are old movies, man. I'm not really holding these shows up to high standards when it comes down to that. As long as it's good story, it's fine. I could look past those imperfections, but like if the story is trash and plus you're giving me bad canon, I'm gonna give you shit. But overall, this episode, not talking about the last previous ones, this one here was solid. I enjoyed it, and it kind of saved the season for me. Like, okay, cool. We see Qui-Gon Jinn at the end as a Force Ghost. I thought that show was amazing. That you guys brought back Liam Neeson, even though he played himself. But it's good because it kind of like
waiting for a long time. What took you?
So like it kind of like leaves the door open that for other seasons, right? We know that season 2 is coming. It kind of just opens it up like for more adventures. But once again, in these prequels, man, you kind of like you backing yourself in the corner because now you're creating this extra canon, and you only got 9 years to play with. But I enjoyed it. I definitely give this show like a 4.5. I had no problems with it, and the fact that you guys kind of like broke down the last bits of it with Luke not seeing the lightsaber, and then Luke knowing him as like Crazy Ben. That kind of like made my score a little better.
My thing was I like that they gave an origin to where he got that scar on his head. So
man,
it's
I told you where the scar came from. That's the socket to hold this helmet in place.
But Kenobi has a thing about leaving people with scars on their cabeza. Like.
You need to have them scar. The helmet would just slide right off his head, man. When he looks down, you gotta have something.
canon, like this is the second time getting this fucking helmet slash, right? Ahsoka did it the first time on the other side.
I think this is the first time. I think Ahsoka comes after this, I believe.
Second, yeah. Maybe, yeah. That's it's weird because you finally get to see Hayden's face, right?
But then my thing is, why would the wound stay open? Sorry to cut you off. Like, after all those years, the wound wouldn't stay open though.
No, I mean cauterized.
Yeah.
It's scabbed up and it heals.
It's just a permanent scabbed up gash.
Yeah.
And I said it last episode. I was like, what's gonna happen? He's gonna take his mask off at some capacity and he's gonna talk to Ben. in his voice, and I'm a fucking
We all said that.
Struggling. And then when they had it, I was like, oh, what the fucking guy? I hate being right. I wanted to be wrong so bad, but it
wasn't bad.
It was good.
The way it was.
It wasn't bad. It was not bad because you heard his voice as well as James Earl Jones' voice at the same time.
That's what sealed it for me, bro. That shit was beautiful.
Yeah. When you were telling me, I thought he did pull the fucking Halo.
Nah, he didn't pull the Halo, but it was kind of dope because you could see his eye color change.
Yeah.
Like in real time, it went from like back to Anakin to then Darth Vader, and it was crazy. He's like, don't feel bad. You didn't kill me. He said, Vader killed me. Vader killed Anakin. I'm like, oh shit.
But did you see the little smirk on his face when he said this shit? When he was like, I killed him? Mm-hmm. He had the little smirk too, but
and that's why he tells the story that Vader killed Anakin Skywalker.
Bro, that scene was beautiful, man. Beautiful.
And that's why he goes around telling Luke in the future that Vader killed Anakin.
Yeah, and there was kind of like a nostalgia line too, where Obi-Wan, said like that my friend is truly dead.
Yeah.
Where Luke in the movie says, "Well, my father is truly dead."
Yeah.
So I was like, "Oh, Easter egg."
My man hit the Obi-Wan. Obi-Wan. Because then Maul.
Kenobi.
Yeah, Maul. Yeah. Darth Maul was like Kenobi.
Word. Nah, man, that shit was great.
It was good. It was a solid episode. This needed it. This needed to happen, right? Because the shit was looking like a land, like it was just trash. Like, okay, it was okay, but like this saved the series for me to be enticed into the second season, like to be interested. Like, oh shit, that was pretty good. But man, but that's it. No more fight. There's no more fights with Vader at this point. Season 2, you can't have any Vader unless it's like cameos.
It's over.
No, it's sealed it because the Emperor told him leave it alone.
Yeah. So that's it.
He had to look. Emperor had to look. That worried look at his face too. Like
you okay, homeboy?
Are you having
feelings
right? For your old master? No, my master.
That was the point. The
Inquisitor snitched on him, bro. That Grand Inquisitor snitched on him to the Emperor. You already know, bro.
Word.
He's like, oh, word, we're not gonna chase the rebels. I'm gonna tell him. He was just like that meme with the guy with the phone, like. He's calling Emperor like, I'm gonna tell.
Nah, that shit is wild though. It was good. I definitely enjoyed it. It's crazy how we almost had Maul in this season.
Yeah.
They cut him, so that would have been crazy. So I guess maybe Ahsoka, maybe Alderaan. I think Alderaan. Maybe we'll see him, but we could probably see him in season 2 of Kenobi. That's something you could play with, right? You could play with that canon.
I mean, freaking Maul has a big grudge against Kenobi, so it makes sense. That
wouldn't you have a big grudge if somebody cut you in half?
I mean, yeah.
Cut me in half. We enemies for life, bro. Ain't no apologies, no nothing.
You see my legs?
Bro, I bet I catch you lacking, yo. I catch you lacking, it's over.
I will hope if they do if they bring Maul back, I just hope they don't bring him back with the spider legs. Like, give him just the two legs.
Nah, if they bring him back, he has his regular legs back around this time.
Yeah, spider legs is weird. I ain't gonna hold you.
Yeah. I mean, he didn't have the spider legs in. No. Was he? Wait, I'm trying to think. Was he a transmission? He was a transmission in Solo, right?
Solo was a transmission.
Yeah. Nah, he had the regular legs.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So I'm assuming he's gonna be in Alderaan, because Alderaan is in that world that kind of like crime alley mob and shit like that.
Oh, Andor.
Andor, yeah, my man. Andor, yeah. Yeah.
No, I didn't even think about that, but that would be good though, because Mole is definitely like he's like a mob boss right now in the crime syndicate. So that would definitely be a good place for him to pop up. And they got like 23 episodes I heard for that shit.
Yo, I hope they get Ray Park to play him still. That's someone else.
Yeah, I think he is. I think he is. I think he's just being very quiet about it. I think someone did like a snapshot of him and his like he had a cloak on and you see the red makeup. And shit. So
he still got the skill. I mean, I know he's like a martial artist and shit, but bro, he showed off this like the bow staff skills one time. Like somebody gave him at a Comic-Con convention a dual lightsaber thing, bro.
That's what
fire, bro. yo, he still got it. Everybody's like, yo, he still got it.
Right.
The shit he was doing with that dual lightsaber, man, that shit was crazy, bro.
Damn, you said 20-something episodes, man. That's gonna be week to week. That's gonna be hard, dude.
Who?
That's that.
If it is week to week,
that's what I'm kind
of hoping they drop it as a binge.
That's kind of crazy.
Unless they release like 2 episodes a week.
Wait, what I'm lost. What's 20 episodes?
Andor is like 23 episodes.
Yeah.
So I don't know if that's for season 1 and 2, but I just heard they got
It's gonna take us 6 months to get through these fucking episodes, bro.
Yeah, that's I don't know, man.
It's gotta either be a binge or
that
shit, or a 2-episode a week release.
I don't know.
What you talking about? They do that with CW all the time. What you talking about? You gonna get that 1 episode at a time, baby.
CW, that's television.
Flash only got 25 episodes every season, bro. What you talking about, man? And they give me that 1 episode at a time. Disney ain't losing no money on that shit.
Paying $50
so you can watch it all at one time.
And they make you wait like 3 months in between.
You better just pray to give you 2 episodes at a time instead of 1.
I don't know. That shit sounded kind of hard to me when I heard that, man. I don't know.
Disney like, oh yeah,
we got 1
episode at a time.
Too. Yeah, that's gotta be 2 seasons.
Like, you want to see how the season ends? You got to come to us, baby. 1 episode at a time, baby. keep paying for that Disney Plus, baby. Keep paying for that Disney Plus, yo.
Those bastards.
Those billionaire bastards over there know how to make money off of us.
So season finale, guys, had scores, man. What you guys give it?
I give. Excuse me. Yawn. I give this final episode 4.5. I give this season overall, I guess, a 4. The series, the whole season overall, a 4. I give it. But this episode was a 4.5. I especially love the lightsaber battle between Vader and Obi-Wan. There was a lot of force antics in that shit that I was like, okay, I ain't never seen Vader do shit like this before, but that shit was fire. Okay, I ain't never seen Obi-Wan show power off like this before, but that shit was fire. Yeah, it was lit. I enjoyed that fight, even though I know it's not canon to episode 4, but whatever. We're gonna make it. I'm gonna accept their canon fight, whatever. I'm not gonna argue it no more. The circle is now was semi-complete when they met, and is now complete at the end in episode 4. But how is he still a learner? I don't understand. How is he still a learner at this point? Because he just showed us so much force power that he never showed as Anakin Skywalker, but he considered himself a learner.
I think they should have added the line in there, so that way it's canon to episode 4. Like, Kenobi just kind of walks off. Like, you still have a lot to learn.
That would have made sense.
And that
would have made sense.
Perfect.
Yeah.
It just would have been like, oh, it lines up.
But wasn't Anakin always better at the at certain attributes of the Force than he was with Kenobi? I think he was like the pulling up the rocks and shit. Like pulling up the rocks overall, shit he was always better than.
Anakin overall with force powers is more powerful than Kenobi, but Kenobi is the better lightsaber duelist because he masters in all the defensive arts of the lightsaber duel. So that's why he's considered one of the hardest lightsaber people to beat. Obi-Wan, and you can tell because he has all his digits still. Whereas
He's
Anakin,
the only person he lost. Everyone lost the fucking appendage.
Yep, Anakin lost the arm.
Arms?
Lost both arms, both legs.
Chunk of his head.
Mm-hmm.
I hate you!
I hate you! I hate you! Yo, when that last fire hit his back, he's like, oh. When that fire hit his back, oh.
That's that lava fire, bro. That shit is no joke, bro.
Bro, that's a whole different level of fire right there, bro. That's the hottest it's ever going to get.
Because I think like lava, you could feel the heat like 10, 20 feet away from like molten rock. You can feel the heat. I can imagine like being like, my man was touching it. His little fucking nubs were touching the fucking lava.
Bro, lava is gone, bro. Your limb is gone. Like it's not even burning no more. You put it in there, it's gone.
Yeah, remember that movie? Not to go off for like that movie with Tommy Jones and yo, when the dude jumped into the fucking molten lava,
and the person,
yeah.
And no person, like,
yo, my man threw a thick ass dude in lava. Oh man, I don't know why I thought about that, but
he killed himself because they don't tell him to get off the train. They're like, get off the train, but he had to go get that last person.
Word. Hope it was worth it. My man melted.
This is why
my man became lava.
This is why I'm not signed up for no special duties, man. Because I'm not, bro. It's over for you, bro. I'm not. If there's lava surrounding you, and I can still get off the train, I'm getting off the train, bro. Like there's no reason for me to go back there.
It's not gonna be nobody's warden, bro. He's not gonna be like, nah, I don't want none of those dudes.
Nah, it's over. I'm not jumping in no lava to throw you to safety and I die. Nah, I'm good. My kid, yeah, I'll do it for my kid. Is my kid in that situation? Yeah, because he's the future. So yeah, I'm gonna I'll throw him to safety and I'll perish. But a random stranger, I don't even know what this guy is. He could be a pedophile for all I know. What the hell am I gonna risk my life for him? I'm good.
Yo, Fresh Prince, man. What's your score, man? Go off.
For the episode.
Yeah, episode. You can do episode, and you can do the overall. How you feel about the whole season? That's all
right. So
it's up to you.
Well, from the beginning, I've been the outsider. You know, I've been by myself. So the whole time I've been saying, listen, in my mind, it was already supposed to be a movie. You know what I'm saying? That stretched out. So I was trying to give it, you know, an episode by episode review. I still think that if we watch it, it's worthy. Not to say I'm going back to watch it, but I feel like if somebody were to watch it straight out, I feel like it would be a better experience than what we had going week by week critiquing it. But also, I'm not gonna discredit a lot of the writing was bad. Like I'm not gonna say that it's perfect. But at the same time, I kind of went in it with certain low expectations because I understand how Star Wars is with those type of things. And you guys told me I'll put a lot more into it. And that's because that's usually how it is with Star Wars. You get the like base minimum of what something is supposed to be, and you're supposed to influence a lot of it because it is made for kids, right? But long story short, I felt like this entire season, yes, it was choppy, had its ups and downs. There was a lot left to desire, I feel. But like I told you guys in the chat, like I feel like they did stick the landing as far as the story they were trying to tell. I feel like they wrapped up the storylines, whether it be excellently or not. I feel like they did wrap up all storylines. I don't feel like there's anything that really they left us with wondering about. And you guys were talking a lot about a season 2. I feel like if they were to leave it right now, I feel like I'm good with it. You know what I'm saying? We had the appearance. I feel like I kind of wanted more as a fan from Liam Neeson, but at the end of the day, I saw him. They didn't have to do it, but we got him, even though we all expected it. We got him. I saw him. Spoke a little bit. He left, and to me, that just continues the canon as far as Obi-Wan going into his training from what Yoda left him off with in episode 3. And this continues the story as far as he has a lot more to learn in order to become that Force ghost that we see later on. So I feel like a lot of this story was giving us something we really didn't ask for or need, but they gave us a lot that we wanted. As far as me personally, I definitely needed this fight with Vader and Obi-Wan, and I feel like it ended beautifully with that. Red was talking about earlier as far as the circle. That's something we also been talking about this entire time, right? I look at it as far as Vader's mind. Yeah, the circle is complete. At first I was the learner, now I am the master. He thinks he is, but at the end of the day, he takes out Obi-Wan after he warns him, and he makes him a Force ghost, which ends up helping Luke in the end. So it's like Vader never learns. To me, that's the story. Is that he never learned.
Yeah.
Regardless of what he said, the circle is complete. It was never complete because he never learned. He never gave it up. He gave it up at the end of this, right? And he just serves the master. That's where we get the true Vader. But then again, when he finds out that there's no Obi-Wan in the future movies or the old movies, how we look at it, he still has a point to prove to him that I am the master. The line says it himself. He still never learned. There was still that little bit of Anakin in him. He had a point to prove. He's a sad child, regardless of how tragic his story was. And to me, that's the basis of who Vader is. He's not supposed to learn. The circle is never supposed to be complete. And I feel like they did that very well when, alternatively, like we've seen in these later movies that they did, they could have fucked this entire shit up. So I give them kudos. I give shouts to Deborah Chow for the way she directed a lot of this. And I was satisfied. I give it a 4.25 for the entire series. I'm good with it.
Just to add to that, they did mention Padme a lot in the
Not by name, but they did mention Padme.
I mean, do they have to name drop? You know who he's talking about.
Yeah.
They mentioned Padme a lot. I don't see Obi-Wan or Vader talking about Padme because that's not the subject of their conversation. Their subject is always going to be the master and the student thing versus. But Obi-Wan was opening up about Padme to Leia, so Leia would know more about her mother. Yeah. He did also give her insight.
Her from me.
He did also give her insight on who her father, what her father was like. He mentioned the father too.
Like she has certain things that your father has, certain things that
Yeah, they're not gonna but you gotta understand why they're not gonna say her name is because nobody's supposed to know that Padme had kids, so they're not gonna say Padme. They're not gonna say because the moment that's spoken out that Padme had kids, it's gonna get to Vader's ear, and Vader's gonna know those are his kids, and he's gonna go searching for them off the rip. So they can never mention her name.
Yeah,
and Vader referenced her in the last episode also when he was fighting Reva. If you really think about it, when he turned around and said Obi-Wan was wise to use you against me, it's a callback to episode 3 when he said, "Yo, you turned her against me." It's the same thing. It's almost like he's looking at it in the same way. You using a woman that I have close to me in order to try to get to me. So that was actually a callback to Padme too, if you really think about it. So there's a lot of references in this series. They did that very well.
So now you have Reva, and Reva clearly survives, and she knows of the kids. Well, Luke. I don't think she knows of Leia.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know what is in store for her character. I don't know what she's gonna be doing after. But like from her last performance, it was spot on. It was great. She did a good job. So how'd you feel, man? What's your score looking like?
Episode was
I think at that
4.5.
at that point, and at the point Anakin is right now, he don't even care what Padme would want. To be honest,
it wouldn't even matter.
As far
He's
as
not
far as he
Anakin
knows,
anymore.
like
He said he
Padme
killed
and the
him.
kids
It's
died.
over.
He's leaving that behind. He's just focusing on,
Yeah.
you know, catching Obi-Wan. Kind of ruined his life.
yeah, that's what we're saying. It's a moot point for Obi to mention Padme to Vader, or it's a moot point because with the way it left off, like he cast all his feelings for Padme aside because he thought she betrayed him in the final fight, so he doesn't really care anymore.
Mhm.
Yeah, I think he's over that.
I mean, yeah, he had that little stupid moment where he found out she died, and he was like, no. But I mean, after that, it was like a brief. Okay, she's dead. Now let me move on with my life and be the Sith Lord that I'm going to be with Darth Sidious. He didn't care.
Just to be technical, I'm not gonna say he didn't care, because he does go on missions to like try to find a way to bring her back to life. So that is canon, and I'm not gonna say he didn't care. But as far as like we're talking about with this fight and everything that's going on, yeah, that was a moot point. Like he's not worried about that in this point in time.
But that's what I'm talking. When I say care, I don't mean he don't care overall. I mean he doesn't care when he's seeing Obi-Wan in front of his face. Talking about Padme ain't gonna do nothing to
Right.
Ain't gonna do nothing for it.
I just wanted to put it out there so people know that we know what we're talking about.
Bro, all right.
So Chris, he gives it a 4.5. That's your overall score, like the whole entire season, or just
overall season is 4. But yeah, 4.5.
I'm there. I'm a shaky 4, but I'm just this episode definitely saved it. It saved the whole entire season, which is good, bro. It could have been shit all the way through.
Could have been Hawkeye.
It could have been Hawkeye. 1,000%, bro.
And that's why I give the majority of the credit, because like I said, this is a hard story to do and still fit in canon. You see, people was ready to rip this shit apart, and still, like, a lot of us don't see it, the way that it should be. So it's like, I give them credit, man. They definitely could have shit the bed on this one, man, and they pulled it off. Yeah,
just this next time, like, just take your time with the storytelling, right? We're not in no rush to get a season 2. Take your time, make sure that the quality is there. You fine. Everything was cinematically, everything beautiful. You did a good job with the CGI. Everything looked great. It just take your time, right? Because it seems like O'Shea Jackson's character was like kind of a throwaway. Didn't really care. I didn't care for his character much. But they wanted you to care.
Probably meant from future stuff. Because he said, "Don't stop." He said, "Oh, I'm just beginning." So I feel like there's going to be future stuff going on with him.
Yeah, I mean that's a good bag to have secured. A Star Wars bag. Mm-hmm. If you can get past the racist, toxic part of the fandom, you A1. A1.
I feel like he's set up too, because he's not a character that anybody's gonna really judge too much, and he can be pop up anywhere. Like, so, yeah, I think it's kind of smart, man.
The fan base only hates you once you hold a lightsaber. When you put a lightsaber in your hand, that's when they come out.
This is wow. Yeah, man. Anyways, man. So we're gonna be wrapping up today's episode 90. We said we're gonna try to do a 2-hour show, but I said, listen, we can't keep any promises, with the algorithm. But we'll be back next week, next Friday, 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, every Friday. Thank you guys for showing up, showing some support. If you guys haven't done so, please hit that like and subscribe button. That shit would definitely help us in the long run. We'll be back back to 91 next week, and we are 10 episodes away from 100. Right, so we are almost there. I can see the finish line. It's almost there. So we're gonna do this for Don. So
that doesn't mean we're gonna stop.
doesn't mean we're gonna stop. We might switch the formula a little bit to make things more like, you know, like more clips and shit. But yeah, we got some ideas coming in down the pipe. So yeah, man.
When the 100th episode come, I'm going to Disney World, baby.
You going to Disney World, baby?
Nah,
That's what I'm
going to Disney World, baby. It's over.
Yes, sir.
You just hit 100
man.
episode. What are you gonna do next? I'm going to Disney World.
Word, man. But once again, man, we appreciate y'all for spending your Friday night with us, man. We love y'all, and we see y'all next week, man. Peace out.
Peace.
Now you good. You know,